fact that the size differential in the venues that they're going to play them in. I'll tell you this, I hate people talk about going to the Final Four, and it's so cool to go to the Final Four.
You can't see anything.
You can't see anything. I'm not interested in that.
And they add God knows how many seats to the floor, so if you walk through the concourse, it's just like shoving people left and right to get through there.
Who's buying those tickets to sit up in the nosebleeds? I went to see U2 at Jerry World, and they had a giant video screen, which helped. But when I bought those tickets, I was like, okay, looking at the map, that's not terrible. It's not too far away. These should be pretty good seats, and they were in the price range that I wanted. When I saw the show, it was, I'll tell you this, going to see them at the Sphere was like being in a club compared to seeing them at Jerry World. That place was so gigantic. I can't imagine paying the ticket cost for a Final Four ticket to go sit in the nosebleeds at Jerry World and just be looking at what could easily be Rock'em Sock'em robots down there on the field. I don't get it.
If you're buying a ticket to just watch the screen the whole time, I don't think it's worth the price of admission, especially the exorbitant price of admission that you're getting.
It's not to me, but clearly there are enough people that are doing it that makes it work for them. And I get it. They need to sell the tickets. They need to make the revenue. I get all of that stuff. I'm just saying, I don't see a world where I would pay the kind of money that it would cost to get a ticket just to be in the building to see ants playing basketball.
I was there, Brad. I was there.
It's not enough for me just to be there. Like, that's cool. I guess if your team is playing, if your team's never won a Final Four, never played in a Final Four, and you could go, or maybe they have played in a Final Four and you've never gone, and that's something that you've always wanted to do. Again, I go back to my old mantra of, I'm not mad at anybody for doing something that makes them happy. It's just not, that's not my world. I don't need the best seats in a venue to be able to go to a concert and really enjoy it, but I at least want to be able to see. I don't want to be, I think that your measuring stick is a good one. If you're going to pay the money to go watch the video screen, it's probably not worth going. With the caveat of it's going to be on TV, and so you're going to be able to see it anyway. Now, concerts, you might not be able to go to and still be able to experience. So that does give it a different element. But if it's on television and I'm going to pay and go watch it on a video screen, I'd just soon be at home to do it. But that's me. That's how I roll. I'm not mad at you for doing it.
I went to WrestleMania. This is the last thing about this. I went to WrestleMania at Allegiant Stadium, which is a football stadium, and we had great tickets, my fiance and I. They were unbelievable. We could see. We didn't have to look at the video screen. But what's worse is there was a lot of people in there that did have to do exactly what we're talking about. And they played commercials during a live WrestleMania. Ridiculous.
Why would they do that?
Because they're stupid, Brad. Because they have lost what it means to have a pay-per-view, because now it's included on ESPN, and ESPN is hemorrhaging money because they paid way too much for this thing, so they're running ads the whole time, even for us if we're there.
Are you insinuating that they somehow have ruined the integrity of professional wrestling? Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Pay-per-view, you just get one match, then another match, then another match, then another match, and they're showing me advertisements in the arena. It's bad enough I got to watch them at home when I paid God knows how much money to watch the damn event, but I'm getting them in the arena when you already overpaid for all these tickets. Ridiculous.
I wonder if that was just a factor of convenience, or did they sell the package to the advertisers based on the idea that you're going to get ads on the pay-per-view and in the arena? You see what I'm saying? Like, it might be more expeditious to just run the commercials in the venue than to have to set it up and then edit it differently to go on to the pay-per-view, or switch it different to go on the pay-per-view. It's just easier. You cut out one step by just doing everything the same. Did they do that, or did they sell the advertisers based on the idea that you're going to get both?
Probably the second one. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
I love the idea that you're outraged that they somehow have damaged the sanctity of the WWE by running advertisements.
You got another wrestling promotion in All Elite Wrestling that doesn't do any of that stuff, just one after another. So,
but do they have the stars?
Oh, they sure do. You got Edge, Adam Copeland. Oh, man. And Christian, Edge and Christian from the Attitude Era, the dynamic duo. They had Sting up until a year ago. It's Sting. Oh, man, love it.
What about your boy Danhausen?
See, Danhausen used to be in AEW. Now he's in WWE, but he's never going to wrestle. He's just an entertainment kind of behind the scenes guy. But he's hilarious. Love Danhausen. Love that Danhausen.
I know you do. I know you do. Okay, well, there you go, my man. As if he didn't get enough spotlight there, he's going to run a segment for us coming back. And we're going to play a little game with J-Mo when we continue on the Middle of the Day show on Tuesday. Kale and I will be together tomorrow with J-Mo, so come on back for that if you would. I'm in today for Ramjack by American Leveling. Lifetime warranty from a lifetime company when you need your house fixed. Oklahoma dirt. Moisture, dry, goes back and forth, and that causes shifts in your house. It causes shifts in the foundation, and at a certain point, you need to get it fixed. If you let it go too long, it's going to make it harder to fix, and that means more expensive. Call when you first see the signs of issues and let Ramjack by American Leveling come in and fix it, and you're going to cut it off at the pass, if you will, and they're going to back it up with a lifetime warranty. RamjackOKC.com. Look at the work that they do. See the parts that they use. See what their commitment to the business and to their customers in Oklahoma is, and that will make you feel better about using them. You can also call and set up a free estimate at 405-787-9229. Ramjack by American Leveling, since 1936, still holding strong. Protect your investment, protect your home, and protect your peace of mind. Middle of the Day show continues after this, 98.1, The Sports Animal and thesportsanimal.com.
Tap in with the WWLS app today. Stream the Sports Animal. Find WWLS events, live shows, and play-by-play, sports news, and of course, all the WWLS podcasts. All totally free with no subscription fees. Score the WWLS app today from the App Store or Google Play. Search WWLS 98.1 FM, WWLS, The Sports Animal, and streaming to you on the WWLS app.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like public works supervisor.
Hey, this waterman is under a ton of pressure. Did you ever fix it?
Yeah, 3 layers of duct tape. Wait, should I have added a 4th layer?
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Red Dirt Legal represents folks in Oklahoma City and Tulsa who have been injured in car wrecks, truck wrecks, and through someone else's negligence. Mark Rogers here. Red Dirt Legal fights insurance companies that delay, deny, and underpay legitimate personal injury claims so their clients can focus on healing and not paperwork or pressure tactics. I know these folks, and they can help. Red Dirt Legal gets down in the dirt so you won't have to. Visit reddirtlegal.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
Hey, Oklahoma City, have you always wanted to try Botox or enjoy the benefits of Botox? Botox Cosmetics is the first and only product of its kind FDA approved to temporarily improve the look of 4 areas. Botox Cosmetic provides natural looking results in moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet lines, forehead lines, and the vertical bands connecting the jaw and neck. Radiance Medical Aesthetics of Oklahoma is the premier practice for medical aesthetics with board certified physician assistant Casey L. Swaden leading the team of knowledgeable, compassionate staff dedicated to helping you have a safe, comfortable, and effective experience. Radiance Medical Aesthetics is also the proud partner of the Thunder Dance team and official med spa of Miss Oklahoma. And the sweet deal of the week this week, you don't want to miss your chance to get Botox for half price. 64 units, only $400. That's half price. Get your 64 units for $400 this Friday at 989kissfm.com. It's our sweet deal of the week.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing, a neighborly company.
Join the celebration of Al Eschbach and 50 years of Oklahoma sports media Monday at Othello's on Campus Corner in Norman. The party starts at 2 o'clock with the ultimate, and Al joins at 4, so you better come raise a glass, enjoy great Italian food, and celebrate Al Eschbach. 50 years in Oklahoma sports with WWLS, the sports animal.
Band I never hear you play that ought to be in your taste.
What's that?
Range. Government Mule. You like Government Mule?
I can't think of a song off the top of my head, but I know I've listened to Government Mule.
Warren Haynes, who was in the Allman Brothers, the band that he started with O'Teal Burbridge, I think. Can't remember who the other guy was that he started. Started that band together, and he's continued it. They're kind of a jam band. You'd like them, I think.
I love a jam.
Yeah. It's the middle of the day show on a Tuesday. Mark is off this week. Brad and J-Mo in for a little bit longer. And Jay came to me with this little contest that he wants to play. I'm saying little like it's demeaning. I don't mean it to be demeaning.
No,
it's just
little.
it's a short segment.
A little short segment.
So we're going to hear 2 play-by-play announcers, and we're going to try and figure out which team they are announcing for, correct?
Oh, Brad, you hear that? Oh, you hear it, Brad? You know
I didn't know there was production included in
You know what that music means? It means it's time for the game show sweeping the nation, Dueling Broadcasters. I'm your host, Jay Morgan Harder. It's great. Who's going to be playing today? Contestant number 1, what's your name?
Oh, is that me?
That's you.
Brad. I'm Brad from
Hi,
Oklahoma
Brad.
City.
We're great to have you here from Oklahoma City. Now, here's the name of the game, Dueling Broadcasters. So I'm going to play a sound here that I've got from a game last night in Major League Baseball. That game was played between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. And I'll give you a hint here. The team up to bat is the Washington Nationals, okay? Now, the first audio I'm going to play here, I don't want you to take a guess after you hear the audio. I want you to let me get through both calls here, and then you're going to guess both ways. So here's the first audio last night from the Nationals against the Phillies. Remember, Nationals up to bat.
And he hits one high and deep to right. Way back and out of here. Welcome back to the big leagues, Javi Ortiz. His first Major League homer in just his 3rd at-bat at the Major League level. 1-0 Washington.
Okay, that's number 1.
Okay.
All right, I'm sure your mind is racing a little bit. That's going to be number 1 for you. Here is number 2. The second one we have to play here.
That ball is hooked deep to right field, and it's not coming back. That is a long home run. And Ortiz connects on his first Major League home run.
All right, so who do you think was the Washington Nationals broadcaster, Brad, and who do you think was the Philadelphia Phillies?
Well, I think you're setting me up to fail here. But I'm going to tell you honestly my feelings. First off, I would much rather listen to the broadcast of the second guy. I think that you're tricking me, and the second guy is the Nationals broadcaster. But based on the sound of the broadcast, the one where they were so excited about Javi Ortiz hitting a home run should be the Nationals broadcast, and the second one should be the Phillies because they sound nonplussed about the idea that he just hit a homer.
Not a trick game, Brad. You win the prize. Great job. This was really just a vehicle to make fun of the local broadcast for having literally no emotion at all. So I'm watching this Phillies broadcast last night, and they hit a home run. He's like, yep, that ball goes over the wall. It's not going to come back. And now the Nationals have a 1-0 lead. Look, if you're doing a broadcast, Brad, I don't know what your feelings are on this. You got to give me a little oomph, you know? I got to feel...
You want a little sizzle, not just a good steak.
There was a home run hit in the game. And whether it's for your team or not, that's a big-time play in baseball, even if it's the second batter of the game like that.
I will tell you that there is an old school of baseball announcing that is that second style, where it's like just the facts, ma'am. It's a little Joe Friday. I'm not mad at it. I kind of like it, but I do get your point. But I was glad to know that I was right, though, because there was no reason for the opposing team to be that excited about a player hitting a home run.
The way you thought about it would have been much crazier. I've got a bonus play here. This is from the Phillies radio call. Remember, this is just radio, no video, so that I just played you the Phillies TV call. This is the radio, and it's not much better.
Righty into his windup in the payoff pitch. Swing and a blast. Right field and deep, and it is on its way. It is gone.
It's nothing. Give me a little oomph, you know? I mean, my goodness gracious.
You know what I'm not a fan of?
What's that?
Apologies to anybody that does this, but moving from left to right on your radio.
Oh, left to right on the radio dial. I can really visualize it.
I'm not crazy about that, but I know people that like, oh, well, it helps me picture what the setup is. So, you know, just different strokes for different folks. And listen, I was a Harry Carey fan, and nobody got more excited than Harry. So I can appreciate both sides of it. But there is a part of me that likes that kind of laid-back, matter-of-fact Major League Baseball announcer thing. It's almost like golf. Like, you know how those guys always stay so nonplussed?
They do. And they give you the golf voice. It's a 20-foot putt here from Rory McIlroy.
So I like it. Bring it back. Let's do it some more. Maybe there'll be some good in the football season. We'll have some good action like that.
You know what the theme music for that game was?
No clue.
Tic-tac-toe. How about that?
Who hosted Tic-tac-toe?
I can't remember.
Wasn't it Wink Martindale?
Was it Wink Martindale?
I think that it was.
Well, there you go. Wink Martindale, Tic-tac-toe.
That'll do it for the Middle of the Day show today. Kayla and I will be together with J-Mo tomorrow. Ramjack by American Leveling, thank you for sponsoring us today, protecting Oklahoma homes for generations. USA engineered steel foundation systems and advanced installation methods designed to provide permanent structural support. And they back that up with a lifetime warranty of the work. They've been doing it for 90 years in Oklahoma since 1936. American Leveling, you can trust them. A lifetime warranty from a lifetime company. Call 405-787-9229 or go to ramjackokc.com. That'll do it for the Middle of the Day show, 98.1, The Sports Animal.
The Afternoon Sports Beat with Jim Traver.
You know, the thing that people around here, and I've been doing this for a long time, the thing that y'all got to get used to, or if you haven't gotten used to it yet, you got to realize, when I say things about players that are from here, it has nothing to do with hate or dislike. Just watching them. Okay? And it's going to continue as long as I continue to be on the radio, which, I don't know, maybe this might be my last show ever. Who knows? But if they allow me to come back, then I will continue to look at things the way I look at them.
The Afternoon Sports Beat with Jim Traver. Weekdays at 2 on WWLS, The Sports Animal.
Sponsored by Napa Auto Parts.
Napa know-how. Prepared for a dead battery? A Booster Pack Jump Starter belongs in every vehicle. Get up to 40% off the Booster Pack ES 2500, only $129. Save now and save your day later with Napa. Offers valid at participating stores through August 31st. Restrictions may apply. See store for details.
Listen up, homeowners. Coach Switzer here. Cracks in brick, drywall, misaligned doors? Call Powerlift Foundation Repair, a true Oklahoma company. Without a doubt, they are unmatched with integrity and over 40 years of experience. Don't be misled. Engineers will tell you Powerlift is the most trusted and preferred foundation company in the state. No question. Visit PowerliftFoundationRepair.com today.
If your facility is sweltering, it's time to cool things down with industrial-grade HVLS fans from Chapel Supply and Equipment, built to move serious air in large spaces. These heavy-duty fans feature durable electric motors, sleek aluminum blades, and sizes ranging from 10 to 24 feet for powerful, efficient airflow. Whether you're running a busy warehouse, a packed gym, or a working barn, Chapel Supply has the perfect cooling solution for you. Stop by our store to see our HVLS fans in action. Beat the heat and experience the difference with HVLS fans built to perform. Chapel supplies you.
AAA Insurance is there in case of...
Oh, great. Somebody hit my taillight when I was at the store.
And AAA Insurance is there in case of this, too.
What? Why is everything wet? Buster! Oh, my gosh. Oh, God, no. Get away from there. The ceiling's leaking. No, Buster, don't drink that. That's the ceiling water. Oh, God, no. Get away from there.
On the plus side, you spoke to a AAA insurance agent, so you know you're covered. Whether that's a busted taillight or a busted pipe that's now leaking all over Buster, your dog. AAA Insurance. In case of emergencies, in case of everything. Product options may vary by state and participant. Visit AAA.com/details for more information.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money, so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
No matter who you are or what your background, we here at Big Tobacco want you to know that
we will never discriminate against any age, ethnicity, or gender. You can trust that we will tell you whatever lies needed to convince you to try smoking.
Our messaging will
always think of you first.
Lying to you, right where you are.
Because you are our number one customer.
Big Tobacco wakes up every day ready to get you hooked. Help fight the lies at tobaccostopswithme.com. A program of TSET.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City. The Sports Animal, a Cumulus station. He's known as the ultimate in the sports universe. The man, the myth, the ego. It's the Afternoon Sports Beat with Jim Traver on 98.1 FM. WWLS, The Sports Animal.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Afternoon Sports Beat on this hot Psycho Tuesday. I'm Jim Traver, your host. Going to be with you until 6 o'clock talking sports. In studio today for Air Comfort Solutions. Oklahoma heat is here. You can feel it. If your air conditioner is not doing well, oh my gosh. Right now, you can get 0% financing for 72 months on a select new HVAC systems from ACS. Man, it stinks when your daggone air conditioner doesn't work in this beautiful state that we live in here in Oklahoma. So let's do it. You want to give them a call? 405-721-3740 in Tulsa. It's 918-743-2300. J-Mo, how you doing today?
I am doing great. We got the training camp full pads again. It feels like football's in the air, Jim.
I know it, man. We're getting closer and closer. There's no doubt about it. I'm excited about it. I heard you earlier today saying that you think Texas is overrated. Everyone around here will love you for that, dude.
I'm pandering to the audience with that one.
Yeah, you are. There's no doubt about that. By the way, you got 3 more letters today that they had here at the station that they sent me. Let's see where they're from. One of them is from, Maurice, Puerto Rico. Wow, man, Puerto Rico, I'm getting it from Pittsburgh and from Decatur, Tennessee. All right, so those are the places it's sent to me. Sorry, people. Maybe y'all will stop if I don't sign them. I wonder, does anybody out there think that I'm being bad for not signing? I mean, I'm just wondering. What do you think? I guarantee somebody on the text line is going to text and go, Traber, you're a punk because you don't sign your autographs. What do you think, man?
I say no way. Because everybody's been to a game early to see the people down there that will peddle their children to get autographs, to sell these cards. It's a very dirty net.
It is, dude.
When my dad worked in AAA baseball, the amount of people that would come there for a coach or a guy that was sent, I mean, it's not
crazy.
It's
man.
not innocent people wanting an autograph, which if that was the case, I think undoubtedly you would sign something for them, but it's not.
Yeah, I mean, if I knew that, unfortunately, sometimes I'll read the letters, and it'll be a guy that says, I was in Vietnam and I got hurt there, and I decided about 10 years ago that I want to start collecting cards, and I might send that back to that guy, But I'm gonna tell you something, they'll lie to you too. They will lie to you. I had a great story about this. I've told it before, but you've never heard it. So everybody knows that I have an unbelievable amount of respect for Nolan Ryan, but I don't like him because he cheated at the end of his career. And whether y'all like it or not, I know many of you can't stand that I say that, but he was a great pitcher, and I don't know why he had to cheat, but he did. I guess because he wanted to pitch till he's 45 years old. Anyway, Cal Ripken Jr. told me that Nolan Ryan gave him some advice a long time ago. This is great stuff. He said, when you're signing autographs, look down at their feet. Okay? So Junior would be over there signing, and he would look up at the people, but he would look at everybody's feet as he was signing. And if he saw the same shoes, he would say no, because this is what they would do. They were up in the stands. Little kids would come to him. They'd give the little kids like 50 cents or something. He would run down, get Junior's autograph, run back up, get another card, run back down just to make some money, okay? And I'm just telling you, Junior was like, I saw him 4, 5, 6 times say to a youngster, sorry, kid, get out of here. I know what you're doing. And then that would be the end of it. Nolan Ryan taught him that, and Junior would tell other people about that too. So I'm just telling you, man, there's a lot of wicked people in this business. Like it or not, there are a lot of good, solid people. But unfortunately, what happens in life, J-Mo? The bad people make it bad for the good people. Am I right?
That's right.
I should put that on my Instagram. Sometimes I put up quotes from Jim Traber. You want to know the best one ever?
What's that?
That I think that should become like give me a big time quote from somebody from way back. Give me a big time. Just any quote. Don't have to be sports, anything. Benjamin Franklin, George Washington. Give me something.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Beautiful. That's a great one. This is mine. I hate when smart people act stupid and stupid people act smart. You like that, don't you?
I do like that.
That's a great line. It's a great line. I think I need to put another one up. How did I word that, man? I got to remember that.
I hate it when smart people act stupid.
No, not that one. I already put that one up. I'm talking what I just said about you can't, sometimes bad people will make it bad for good people. Something like that. Is that what I said?
Yeah. Somewhere around there. I'll clip it and we'll find it exactly.
Why don't we, listen, we need to make that better. Because, I want some of my quotes to go viral. They never will, but it would be really, really cool. By the way, I put something up today, dude, on my Instagram. Did you see my story this morning?
I don't think I did.
Oh, it is great, man. If you're not following an Instagram, come on. Come on. Come on. So here it is. So, I don't sign autographs, ladies and gentlemen, if you send them to me. I don't do it. If you come up to me, I'll sign whatever you want. And I'm sorry, I know that the person in Decatur, Tennessee, or Pittsburgh, or Puerto Rico cannot come to me. I wonder why they're getting so big. What's going on? Something happened. Somebody went on a website somewhere and said, "Hey, you can send this to Traber. He's in radio. He does radio. Send it to him."
Maybe it's the collection of all of those cards from that year signed goes for big money or something like that.
It's 1989 tops.
Could be.
That's what it is. 1989 tops. For some reason. Hey, is this guy right here talking on the TV? Can you see him on the right? Is he the guy who is the WWE guy that puts that stuff on his face?
No, that's not Dan Housen.
I got to tell you something. It seems to me like that guy is the exact same guy who plays that stupid WWE guy that puts white paint on his face. You know what I'm talking about?
Dan Housen.
He's an idiot.
You don't like
no,
Dan
he's
Housen?
an idiot. But I'm telling you, I think this is the same guy. I just don't think we know it. He was on ESPN the other day. He was doing like First Take or something. And I'm telling you, that's him. Because 3 days later, when they were getting ready for SummerSlam or whatever it was, he came out in the white paint and stuff. I think it's the same guy. You think I'm wrong?
I do. I don't think it's Dan Housen.
Get a picture of him. I want to see it.
All right.
Pull up a picture. I want to see his picture. You said he's Dan Housen? Is that his name?
Dan Housen. Very nice, very evil.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Hey.
Jim, great quote here on the text line talking about what you're talking about. It's a great quote. First time I heard it was on Everybody Loves Raymond. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
I like that. I love that one. I can't steal that one, though. I got to make my own, dude. I can't steal. I love that. But I can't. I got to make my own. It's got to be something of the fact of, what do I got to do? I've had these people messaging me on Instagram, and one of them is this woman, and she's way far away, I think, with her family and everything. You know what today is?
What's that? That's
is that him?
Without his face paint on.
Oh, okay. It's not him then.
Uh-huh.
Show me with his face on. Okay, so you know what happened in 1993 on this day?
What's that?
Nolan Ryan and Robin Ventura. My boy Robin Ventura. If it wouldn't have been for Pete Incaviglia, he'd probably be the best player in the history of the college baseball. Imagine them, both from OSU. But Robin Ventura was a superstar, great guy, but people only remember him with the fight with Nolan Ryan. And I just got to tell you that there he is. Boy, I got to tell you, man, he looks so much like that guy. Dan
Housen, love that.
He's a yard bird.
That was the first wrestling shirt I ever got was for Dan Housen.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How much money do you think he makes a year?
Oh, with his new WWE contract, he's making over $1 million for sure.
Put it in there. I want to see. Google it for me. I want to see. Yeah, a lot of people lately have been asking me to talk more about baseball and tell stories about my baseball time. The problem with that is that, it's hard to just come in here and just start, thinking of stories and telling them. I mean, people, you got to ask me something, you got to say, like, tell me a good story about Billy Ripken, or tell me something, something like that. But, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to just like off the cuff just start telling stories.
People estimate it's $500,000 per year, his deal with WWE.
What a joke. And what does he do? He just runs around like a yard bird?
Yeah, he doesn't even wrestle. He's just an entertainer, basically. I mean, he does wrestle some, but not really. No, he's not a wrestler.
Like if he gets into the daggone ring, someone will throw him down or something?
That's right.
Because he's a little guy.
He's not a big guy at all. His whole gimmick is just being a comedian, basically.
Okay. Interesting. So it sounds like you really like him.
I do like Dan. I do.
Oh, man. You WWE fans are a trip, man. You really are.
It's fun stuff, Jim.
No, jeez, get out of here. I can't waste my time on that. Can't waste my time. Anyway, back to baseball. Yeah, I mean, I have so many stories from the minor leagues all the way through the big leagues, and in Japan, Mexico. I mean, I got stories everywhere. The problem is that bad people do things that make good people look bad. That's what it is right there. I got to put that up. You know, that's what I got to do.
It's a good one. Jim, I've got a question for you that might prompt a baseball story.
Yeah.
Okay, so last night I'm watching Cam Schlittler for the Yankees against the Cardinals, and he's Cy Young candidate. He's leading the pack right now in the American League to win the Cy Young. He predominantly, which I think is kind of a trend now, he's a 3 fastball guy, 4-seam, cutter, sinker. That's pretty much all he throws.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking through, and you'll probably have a lot more than me. That's how Al Leiter threw the 3 fastballs predominantly. Lance Lynn made a whole career throwing 3 fastballs. It's become kind of trendy now.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like guys we were talking yesterday about watching Little League baseball and all these stupid curveballs and sliders they're throwing. Where do you think youth players could be more effective just mixing in different types of fastballs like that?
Yeah, and also the changeup. A changeup doesn't hurt your arm. I'm going to tell you right now, this is me. I think the best pitch in all of baseball is a changeup. I do. Because these dudes in the big leagues, man, they hold it. You know, all you got to do, like if you 2-finger, you know, you get the baseball and you go across the big seams for your fastball. For a changeup, all you got to do is move it down a little bit and take 3 fingers or 4 fingers. There's also the circle change where you put it in there. There's a split finger, but the split finger hurts your arm. So I tell youngsters all the time, if you throw a fastball, you can also make your fastball move. You know, because you can turn it over a little bit. That doesn't bother you. But if instead of grabbing across the seams, if you grab with the seams, it'll move a little bit. Yeah. You can throw like 4 pitches without throwing any breaking balls and be successful. Hey, I went and watched Matt Holliday pitch when he was in high school. And I'm telling you right now, his dad wouldn't let him in high school, senior in high school, wouldn't let him throw any breaking balls. And he had like 3 pitches and he killed people. Dominated him. Fastball, couple change-ups, see you later. You're going to knock them out. No, I think that they kill these young kids, and most of them don't make it because their arms all messed up. But if you want a kid to do well, just have them throw change-ups. Change-ups don't hurt your arm. And if you can get it down where your arm is exactly the same speed as your fastball, then the hitter has very little chance to figure it out.
What about throwing a changeup to like a same-sided batter? In modern day, they say don't. That's a big
lefty is a no-no because lefties like the ball down and in. But if your best pitch is a changeup, you have to still do it. You have to still do it.
Mix it in.
Yeah, because I played with a guy named Eric Bell. He was a little tiny guy, and he was a left-hander, and he had the best changeup I think I've ever seen. And he had to throw it to lefties. But you know what he used to do? Instead of starting in the middle and having it go down into him, he would start it outside and have it go down like towards the middle. And I'm telling you, man, he was effective. Really effective. Yeah, lefties very, very rarely threw me a changeup. Because that was my wheelhouse. If you threw the ball down and in, I was going to light you up. I mean, that was my spot. And a lot of lefties are that way. I don't know why. It's just the way, you know, God made us, I guess. But yeah, I absolutely love when a pitcher will throw you a changeup. Now, I will tell you this. I'm talking with Bob Shirley right now, and he is just, you know, this dude was an incredible left-handed pitcher. He had a really good changeup. Bob, you're listening right now. Do me a favor. Did you throw changeups to left-handers? I bet you'll say absolutely. He's driving. He said he's driving right now. That's okay, dude. Just talk to me.
When he gets there.
Yeah, whenever you get there, tell me. I bet you he threw changeups to lefties. Because a lot of times if you got a great great changeup, Bob Shirley was a really good pitcher, man. I mean, really good pitcher. And, you know, he's one of those guys that he threw hard early, but then as he got older, didn't throw as hard. And then he had to figure out how to pitch, and he really did. He was really good. Another guy like that was Frank Tanana. You ever heard of him, Frank Tanana?
I think I have.
Frank Tanana, when he came up, he was in the rotation with the Angels. It was him and Nolan Ryan. And Nolan Ryan was throwing 100, and he was throwing like 99, left-handed. Okay? But he really didn't know where it was going all the time. By the way, Bob Shirley said his fastball was his changeup. No, you didn't throw hard, dude, but you could get people out. Like Maddox. Maddox didn't throw hard, but no one could hit him. Yeah, I was going to say, what was I talking? I was just talking about something. What was I talking about?
Throwing like the change of speeds, throwing a change up in there.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was going to get to something. I forgot it. Anyway,
why do you think it's so trendy now for Drew Rasmussen for the Rays? He's a top candidate for the Cy Young as well. Why is it so trendy now, do you think, to throw 3 different types of fastballs like that? Is it just not walking guys? You can be more accurate. Is it the consistent arm speed you were talking about?
With changeups?
With just like throwing the 3 sinker, cutter, four seam. Why are so many guys doing that more often now than they used to?
Because, like I said, it's all about the arm speed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if I just sit here and if I'm just going to throw a ball to you and I keep going like this, just like that, boom, and then suddenly I go like this, we're not on TV, but what I did was I slowed my arm down a little bit and threw it. Well, every time I faced a pitcher, now this didn't happen very often in the big leagues. I'm talking about like A ball, double A. If I'm facing a pitcher and I see, now remember something. Now, one of the best things, like I hit 4th almost everywhere I was, sometimes 3rd, sometimes 5th, but I was always in the middle of the lineup. So I didn't sit over there and we weren't like messing around on the bench. When there was a pitcher, I'd watch him. I'd watch everything about him. And then I wasn't afraid to ask people, you know, if a guy, the first batter, the second batter, what do you think of this kid? And you might say, because I told the story about that day and we were in Baltimore and it was about 100 degrees with about 98% humidity. We're playing a day game. And Dwayne Ward was on the, by the way, I just found out that Dwayne Ward died a little while ago. That's really sad. But anyway, Dwayne Ward was on the mound, and I think I've told you he's one of the hardest throwers I think I've ever faced. And I'm sitting in that dugout, and we had a gun. We had a little gun register in our dugout, and the gun was behind the thing, so we could see what the guy was throwing. So I look up, and I can't remember who was leading off, but I look at the pitch, and it said 98, and I was like, okay. And then when the second guy came up, I saw the fastball. It was 100. Okay, I mean then I saw 102, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I was hitting 5th behind Eddie Murray, and Eddie Murray struck out in the second inning, and he's walking by me, and he looked up at me and he said, "Good luck." Now, if Eddie Murray tells you good luck, I'm gonna let you know that it was a hard day.
That guy's dealing today.
I mean, when you're throwing back then 102, oh my gosh, man, he was filthy. But yeah, and I've told y'all before that I was not, believe it or not, I was not a great fastball hitter. I was a great breaking ball hitter. I was a great changeup hitter. But if you just came up there and threw 100 miles an hour at me, it was not my best thing. I remember Dwayne Wade I think I told the story. I know Dwayne well. I mean, I can't believe he passed away, but he drilled me in the minor leagues. And I don't think it was on purpose because he was a pretty good guy, but it was on purpose. And so, the next at bat, I came up, and the very first pitch, he threw me a fastball, and I swung through it, and I let go of my bat and threw it at him.
Did you make contact?
No, but it was right at him. He got out of the way. It was really good. I mean, I could probably to this day throw a bat wherever I want to, man. I'm just telling you, I got like right at him. And he goes, I walked out and I picked it up and I thought, well, we're either going to fight. He was big too, dude. But I'm going to let you know, I mean, I'm just letting you know, I wasn't afraid of anybody that was big. I mean, whatever. You beat me up, you beat me up. Bring it on. Because I'm one of them dudes that if you fought me, you better kill me, right? So anyway, I went out there to get the bat, and the umpire came walking behind me, and Dwayne Ward's standing out there. He's not moving, and it was behind the mound. So I walk around him, right next to him, and he says to me, I guess one deserves another. And then that night, I saw him at the bar, and we had drinks. Isn't that great?
No love lost.
Yeah, people don't understand the inside of baseball, dude. They don't understand it. I mean, it's some great stuff that happens on this. It's like people have asked me in the past, how do you know that guy hit him on purpose? I said, oh, we know. We all know. I remember I got drilled by a guy in Double-A who played for Nebraska. And I took him deep in college. And he drilled me in the pros in Double-A.
He didn't forget.
And everybody's like, what was that about? I said, I'm just letting you know, he's getting me for like 4 years ago. People don't forget, man. What is it? Elephants don't forget?
An elephant never forgets.
Baseball players do not forget. They do not forget. So, but anyway, Bob Shirley, you're taken away from how good you are, dude. You were a tremendous pitcher. You really were. He's got, by the way, you know what he says he does? He says that he charges a fee and donates to charity for his cards. That's pretty cool.
That's not bad.
I don't know how to get that word out, though. You know, I don't know. I don't know how to get that out there. Here it is. Bob Shirley just said Frank Tanana maybe was the hardest throwing lefty I saw, and then he said Guidry also. Boy, I tell you what, I faced Guidry in spring training, man. Whew. And he was a little dude, man. Skinny little guy, and he could bring it. But yeah, Frank Tanana could. And then when I faced Frank Tanana when he was old in Detroit, he was a left-hander. He had this big lollipop curveball, you know, and he was throwing about 89, okay? And he was still getting people out. So all you youngsters out there that play baseball, if you have a youngster, let them know if they're a pitcher. First of all, pitchers are crazy. But if you're a pitcher, you don't have to throw 300 miles an hour. I mean, if you get people out, you get people out. Doesn't matter how hard you throw. All right, time for an OG&E break. You may qualify for $3,000 in home energy upgrades. Visit OG.com/efficiency to learn more. By the way, I feel bad for Robin Ventura because that whole thing made him look bad. And I know it's really hard to run at a mound and fight somebody, dude, because you don't know what they're going to do, you know? They might move. They might come at you. They may throw their glove at you. I mean, you never know. So when you get out there, you've got to break down. See, the number one, I will break this down when I get back. It's Traber's Take. We'll come back. We're in for Air Comfort Solutions today. Stay with us on The Animal.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to text them right now.
Drop your takes, comments, and feedback anytime on the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler Text Nation line at 405-900-WWLS. That's 405-900-9957. Join the conversation anytime.
And every single person in here that just typed too small.
With the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler Text Nation line, 405-900-WWLS. Download the Johnny's app for specials on your favorite Johnny's food, rewards, and more.
Sponsored by Suntech Heat and Air. Enjoy $50 off any service. Call today at Suntech Heat and Air. Expert HVAC and plumbing solutions for your home with competitive pricing, rapid scheduling, and even available weekends. Schedule online today at suntechokc.com.
Oklahoma-based Precision Fluid Power sells new and remanufactured hydraulic pumps and motors, as well as repairing virtually any hydraulic pump, motor, and cylinders. Free evaluations and fast turnaround. PrecisionFluidPower.com.
Listen up, homeowners. Coach Switzer here. When it comes to foundation issues, Powerlift has been the Oklahoma industry leader for over 40 years. No question. Call the company engineers prefer. Call the company you can trust. Powerlift.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
Who's gonna fight for your rights? We are able.
I'm Matthew Wade of the Able Law Firm. We're celebrating 50 years of proudly serving injured Oklahomans with understanding and compassion. For 50 years, Oklahoma's personal injury law firm. We're ready, we're willing, we're able.
When you need us, call the firm. We are able.
Named Oklahoma City's best personal injury law firm.
This is Phil Nzinga for my friends at Zero Res. You know, it's not too early to start thinking about back to school, which means it's time to take back your home. The kids are getting settled back into their school routines at the end of the month. Get your home carpets, area rugs, tiles, and upholstery restored to look like new with Zero Res. Hey, with nearly 3,200 Google reviews and 400 Facebook reviews, no other carpet cleaning company is better received and reviewed than Zero Res because it's a smarter, lasting clean. No harsh chemicals, no soap residue, faster drying times. Your carpets stay cleaner longer. And because Zero Res uses no harsh chemicals, that means pure safety for your family and your pets. And, of course, they've got a great deal going on right now. 3 carpeted rooms plus a hallway for just $149. Call them now, 405-606-7030. Or book online at ZeroResOKC.com. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Football game days are coming soon. We're closer to kickoffs, big hits, big games, and even bigger expectations. WWL's The Sports Animals countdown to college football in Oklahoma is on, and it's powered by Rob's Ranch. I'll tell you what, 25 days till kickoff in week 0. Follow along and get game day ready at thesportsanimal.com or on the Sports Animal app.
The Sports Animal Studios, powered by the OKC Thunder. Level up your game this summer at Thunder Youth Basketball Camps, presented by Simple Modern. Kids ages 6 to 16 across Oklahoma can learn new skills, compete, and have fun. Find a camp near you at OKCThunder.com/summer camps.
We're back. In studio today for Air Comfort Solutions, we're talking a little baseball today. I got other things to get into as well if you're not a big baseball fan, but I have so many people tell me how they love listening to the show, man. I mean, they love listening to me when I talk baseball. So?
I'm going to get you back watching a lot more baseball.
I don't know if I can, dude.
I think
it drives me crazy.
I know there's a lot of stuff, and I think justifiably so, that you don't like about like their behavior and all the outside stuff. But I think the game itself, I'm telling you what, other than the rule changes, I know you also don't like. I think the game's in a really good place. I think it best it's been in a long time. It's really good.
I mean, I hope it's not like I want the game to go under. I hope it's doing well. I'm just saying, the way I was raised in baseball, from my dad to my coaches to everybody, this baseball that they play now stinks. That's all I'm saying. I can't watch it.
It's very different for sure.
I mean, it's just too much swinging as hard as you can. I told you, I want you text me the next time you're watching a baseball game and a guy strikes out, he gets mad. I want you to text me. Tape it. Show it to me. I haven't seen it. Anytime I turn on a baseball game, they strike out. It's like they're going for a stroll back to the dugout. I wanted to kill somebody when I struck out.
I'm making a note. I'll clip that next time I see it.
Do it, man. I'm serious. Send me a text and go, Traver, here it is. Let me look at it.
Or you'll never get a text from me, and
You're right. That's exactly right. You'll never send me a text. It's just ridiculous, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I love the game. I just don't like the way it's played. And if I'm going to waste 2.5 to 3 hours watching a baseball game, I don't want to be mad the whole time. You know, man on third, 1 out. You know, infield's in. It is so easy to hit a fly ball, it's not even funny. I'm just telling you. And they'll strike out, walk back to the dugout, wasted run. Can't stand it, dude. Cannot stand it. All right, why don't we go to Traver's Take?
Now it's time for Traver's Take.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Served up by Hook and Reel. If you love seafood, go taste the freshness at Hook and Reel. 6320 Southwest 3rd, right off I-40 in MacArthur.
Okay. I'm going to break this down a little bit for you. You know, I do this sometimes. Like, I have this big, long thing you've never heard, J-Mo, and it's an OU fan after they lose a football game, all right? And it's a whole progression from the night of the game to the next day, all the way through the week. And it's a beautiful thing. I'll do it during football season. You'll love it. It's really good. Here's another one that I'm going to give to people. By the way, my good friend Jimmy Iflin, who was a tremendous baseball player at Oklahoma State, he texted me and said, Robin did break down. He just led with his head. You're exactly correct. He did break down. But unfortunately, when he broke down, his head went forward just to get punched. I mean, you could have walked out there and said, please punch me. But here's the way you charge a mound. You want to know I could give you 20 guesses, J-Mo, and you'll never know what the number one thing is about charging them out. Just give me a couple things of what you think it might be. Just guess.
Well, you said you got to break down.
Okay, that's a good one, but that's not number one. Come on, dude. What do you think? Think what you think. What messes up people when they charge them out?
Not running hard enough out there. You got to sprint. You got to get full sprint.
That's part of it.
Get to the spot quickly.
But there's one important thing. You've got to look out of the back corner of your eye to see if the catcher's coming.
The catcher coming.
You have to know what the catcher's doing. So I get drilled, okay? Let's say I get drilled in the back and I feel the pain and I know it's on purpose and I know the dude knows I know it's on purpose. I throw the bat down and I throw the bat down so that the catcher will have to go over top of it. Okay? I'm serious. This is an art, people. Okay? The art of charging the mound. You throw the bat down, and then you take off as fast as you can. Now, you hope that the catcher is doing a very poor job of figuring out what's going on. Like, it takes him a couple seconds to go, oh. But that catcher that says knows right away and starts sprinting after you, that is what hurts you the most. Because that catcher will drill you. So if you run out and you start to get in a stance to punch him, you're in big trouble. Okay? Big trouble. Because if that catcher drills you from behind, you're going to go down, and then everybody's going to pile on top of you, and you can't breathe. And you get no shots in on the pitcher. Okay? Now, if the catcher is close to you, you have to make a sideways move. You have to. All right? So if you're out of the corner of your eye and you see the catcher behind you, when you get to the dirt of the mound, you've got to make a little move to the side so that the catcher, if he's got a lot of momentum, will just kind of fly by you and get an arm on you. That's the number one thing. Now, when you get to the mound, you got to figure out who the dude is. You already know. If you know that he's a big, strong dude, you got to be really careful, okay? But when I charged the mound, I did not go to throw a punch at right away, okay? I would go, let's say the catcher's right on top of me. I'd make a sideways move so that maybe he would come off of me a little bit, and then I would just almost dive into his midsection and just take him down. You can't stand there and box, dude. I mean, what's going on? You think there's a referee? Everybody's running at you. They're going to kill you. These dudes are coming from third. Remember this. When you charge the mound, you will be one of 7 people or 6 people for a period of time. You're 1 on 6, J-Mo. 1 on 6. So you can't get your stance and start to say, okay, let's box. You'll get drilled. So what I do when I charge the mound, I would just pummel them. They're not expecting it, right? They're thinking you're going to fight them. You just go for the midsection and you take them down on the ground and pound them on the ground. Then when they hit the ground, they're shocked. You lift up and you drill them as many times as you can. See what I'm saying?
I do. So like a form tackle, basically.
That's exactly right. They're never expecting you can take down anybody that way, right? And then when you get them on the ground, you got to be quick with your punches because within 5 seconds, there are going to be people all over you. You're going to get drilled. You better be ready. Sometimes they come up and they punch you while you're laying down. Sometimes they dive on top of you. But it'll take every bit of 10 to 15 seconds for your teammates to get there. You know? So you are 1 on 6. Everybody understand that?
Somebody asked Jim, what if you act like you're going to walk to first base?
That's weak to me.
Then charge the mound.
That's weak to me. Basically, look, it'll help you probably, but you know what you're doing there? You're showing everybody that you're a big old sissy. You know, you want to surprise them. No surprise. Let's go. Now, if you do walk down the line about 5 or 10 steps, well, then you're not going to get anything bad from the catcher. He'll still be watching you. I don't like that, though. I don't like it that way, man. If you go, you go. And you don't walk and then go. I don't like that. I think that's a sissified way.
What about taking tools like Wilson Contreras earlier through a helmet?
No, nothing. No, you throw your helmet off right away. You don't take your helmet out there, okay? Now, like I said, I told a story earlier. I did throw the bat at a guy, you know?
You were just telling me.
Yeah, Dwayne Ward. Yeah, I threw a bat at a guy, but I was swinging. And they didn't throw me out or anything. I just told them, oh, yeah, I don't have enough pine tar. Although I would tell you, I use more pine tar than any human alive. I mean, my gloves were like packed with pine tar. I had one of those bats like George Brett, all the way up, dude. I had pine tar everywhere.
More than George Brett.
I was right there with him. Yeah. But yeah, I did that. But I'm just, look, I believe that it's, what I would like, you want to change rule in baseball? This would be a great one. Do it like hockey. Let them fight until they go down. Now, see, it my way, the minute we go down, they jump on top. But listen, if that was the rule, I wouldn't go down. Then I would get into the boxing stance. Because if I knew that those dudes couldn't come in, okay, I'm ready. But you have to be quick. The number one thing is you have to, within 15 to 20 seconds, do all your damage. Because if you think you're going to dance around and stuff, you're done. You get lit. Now, my boy Jimmy Iflin is right about Robin Ventura. He ran out there and then he broke down, but he just opened up. It was almost like my boy said, well, go ahead then. And of course, charging Nolan Ryan, I mean, a lot of people think that that's like almost sacrilegious. I didn't. He drilled him. If you don't like it, go. I would just like everybody out there who's listening. Are there people in there ripping me?
Not at all. In fact, fake Masai Ujiri has a great note right here. He says that the Texas Rangers actually did a giveaway earlier this summer where they released a white Rangers jersey with bloodstains on it celebrating the fight.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's good stuff. Hey, listen, Robin Ventura, dude, was a big-time baseball player. I'm telling you, in college and in the pros. I mean, he was big league. But unfortunately for him, most people remember him for that fight. Now, my fights, if you were to watch my fights in the minor leagues, no, I didn't get in. Nothing happened to me. I mean, one dude came in and punched me, but it wasn't that bad because, nobody gets a good punch in usually. Like you watched the one in Japan. I had to chase him, though. That really stunk.
A couple of people bring up a question here, and I just looked up who it was. There was a fight where somebody kicked the catcher in the chest before charging the mound to get him off.
That. Yeah.
Minor leaguer Izzy Alcantara karate kicked catcher Jeremy Salazar before charging the mound in 2001.
I remember it. I remember that. My boy Jimmy Iflin said he said you forgot this. To say you have to throw your helmet off before you charge. I did, Jimmy. I got to it. You're right. You have to throw it off. You can't. If you leave your helmet on, dude, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, that dude could hit you on the top of your helmet. He could put it down over your face. I mean, you don't want to get rid of the helmet. Get rid of the helmet and get rid of the bat. Don't take anything like that. I mean, it's just the way it is, man. Go ahead. What
and then the pitchers throw their glove at you. Try and stop your momentum coming out there sometimes.
You talk about sissified. The worst thing for a pitcher to do, now if you want it from the pitcher's perspective, the worst thing to do is run like they do in Japan. And you saw what happened. The big fella here caught him. And I pummeled him. You didn't get to see it. I got some shots in on him. Matter of fact, I saw him the next day, and it looked like his face was a little bit cut up because I drilled him good. Man, I had him right now, that boom, 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 and then they were all on top of me. That's the best, though, to fight in Japan because when you catch them out there, there's nobody around, just like right fielder. But my guys were trying to stop me. That's another thing. Don't ever try to stop your own teammate. You just let them go. Let them fight. But we were in Japan. But if you're the pitcher, the number one thing is don't throw your glove. But remember, you should take your hat off, too. The pitcher should take his hat off the minute he's running. The hats are bad, man. They can pull them down. You won't see. You get drilled. That's terrible. So if you're the pitcher, you pull the hat off, and then you move. Listen closely. This is really important. You move to the back of the mound, not all the way at the bottom, but a little bit behind the rubber because it's hard to, when you're going full speed, you got to run up that hill, dude. I've seen dudes trip, just fall down because you're running up the hill of the mound. So you move just at the back of the mound to let them have to come up that mound. And then if they're stupid enough to just keep coming at you, then you just get your best hand ready. And the minute they get there, boom, just drill them in the face. And then wait for your teammates. Remember, all you got to do is stop them as a pitcher. Just stop them. And then within seconds, they'll be all over them. And then you know what most pitchers do? They get out of the fight. They move over here and they stand over here and they watch everybody fight. Okay, I'm just letting you all know. I'm trying to give you all some insight about if there's youngsters listening, don't fight. It's not good, okay? But this is a different situation, all right? You don't ever fight somebody. It's bad for you. Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Somebody did text in and said shaping the mind. So
That's right. Shaping the mind.
Gave that disclaimer there.
Hey, listen, if the youngsters get to the big leagues, they're going to want to know this.
That's right.
Or the minor leagues. I mean, I fought in the minor leagues. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how many times I charged a mound in the minor leagues. Maybe 5 or 6, I think. Something like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. But remember, as you can figure out, man, I had a little bit of a cocky attitude, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I thought I was pretty good. And a lot of pitchers didn't like that. But that's okay. It's like Dwayne Ward when I threw the bat at him. What did he say? One deserves the other. I mean, it was perfect. And then we had beers that night. Story of baseball, people. All right. You know what? We can make this all day if you want to. If you want to message in, text message at 405-900-9957 on the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler text line. You want to ask some questions about things, you want stories, let's do it. I'll do it, okay? There's other things I want to talk about, but I'll do that. I got people on Instagram all the time, J-Mo, that message me and go, will you tell me some stories about your baseball?
I love it. I eat it up, man.
Yeah, I had an amazing time. I had a lot of things that, and I was so bad, dude. And I've got more stories I could tell that I can't tell on the radio. I do. I got some stories about that would blow you away.
Come to your next remote, talk to you. Maybe you can give some people the goods.
I don't know. I don't know if I can tell people that I don't know, man. I told the one story to my wife, and she looked at me like I was the most psychotic person that she'd ever looked at in her life. Yeah. Yep. All right, let us take an OG&E break. If we want to make it baseball, we can make it whatever you want. Time for an OG&E break. You may qualify for $3,000 in home energy upgrades. Visit OG.com/efficiency to learn more. I'm in today for Air Comfort Solutions. It is hot, as you well know. And if your old, inefficient cooling system isn't working, they got a great deal on AC units right now. 0% financing for 72 months. I'm telling you, they'll do a great job. They also offer electrical services. You ask your tech about a free electrical panel inspection. Plumbing issues, they do that too. They have the trust because they have the no surprise guarantee. 405-721-3740 in Oklahoma City and 918-743-2300 in Tulsa. We'll be back. Phone calls, texts, or I'll just keep talking. You know, we'll do whatever you want on the leader in sports, the animal.
A new season of college football is coming. Closer to kickoff. Closer to chaos. Closer to the big games and even bigger expectations. From Norman to Stillwater, the countdown to Saturdays is on. 32 days. The countdown to college football in Oklahoma on 98.1 FM. WWLS. The Sports Animal is presented by Rob's Ranch.
I wish we could eat breakfast all day. Fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon. You know, Boomerang Diner serves breakfast all day. Let's go right now.
We're here for breakfast lovers all day long. At Boomerang Diner, it all starts here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bobby Jacobs. Summer is here, but there's still time to lose weight and look great for the beach. If you're ready, now's the time to start. At my clinic, you won't wait weeks for shipping. You won't overpay. After your consultation, you can start weight loss medication the same day. That means real progress with personalized, affordable care starting at only $175 for the first 7 weeks. There's still time to look your best this summer. Visit drjacobsclinic.com or call 405-840-9441.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
Brad, quick question. When's the last time you handed a menu back to the waiter and just ordered whatever your wife was having because you couldn't read the thing?
Well, Mark, you're talking to the wrong guy. That used to be me. Every single time we went out, the print was tiny, the lighting was terrible, my arms weren't long enough.
Your arms weren't long enough.
Well, that's what it felt like. Same thing with my fantasy stats on the phone. Same thing as trying to read the scoreboard at the game. I just lived with it.
It's called presbyopia. It's everybody in their 40s and 50s, and most guys just put up with it because they don't want to do anything about it. What finally made you go?
Honestly, I just got tired of it. I went to see Dr. Bellardo at Advanced Laser and Cataract Center, and I see better now than I did in college.
How long did it take?
Maybe 15 or 20 minutes per eye. You're awake, you're comfortable, you're back to normal in a day or two, and what I loved the most was they didn't push me into anything. They told me exactly what was actually right for my eyes, walked me through the options, and then let me decide.
And right now, 36 months, no interest financing. Get your vision ready for football season.
Advanced Laser and Cataract Center, 405-755-7700 or ALCOK.com.
Henry Hudson's has something fun every week at all Metro locations. Slingo, trivia, karaoke, golden tea tourney, poker, pool, and dart tournaments. Check their website or follow them on social media for event locations and dates. Check out the new menu. Try the ultimate nachos, cheddar bacon ranch burger, and the Okie Twisters for a bar food upgrade. It's happy hour every day at 7 p.m. at the HUD, and with 6 locations, there's always a Hudson's near you. Henry Hudson's, your favorite OKC neighborhood pub for over 40 years. Football season is just around the corner, and your neighborhood Henry Hudson's will be ready. Meet at the HUD for the game. Your neighborhood Henry Hudson's is the place to watch all the action. Enjoy happy hour during all OU and OSU games. Henry Hudson's, where every day feels like game day. This week's sweet deal of the week is Henry Hudson's Pub. Be on time at 8:20 a.m. at thesportsanimal.com and get a $50 gift certificate for just $25. Limited supply. These will sell out fast. Henry Hudson's Pub. 6 locations in the metro. 6 locations in the metro. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
First American Artistry takes the big screen August 7th and 8th at the Holba Passachie Native Film Festival, only at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur, Oklahoma. Free and open to the public, the festival will highlight indigenous forces in cinema, empowering and lifting voices in film. Inside the Anole Theater, a collection of documentaries, television, short films, and feature films will captivate audiences with stories told through the lens of First Americans. See special screenings from Sandra L. Denny, Jennifer Podemski, Camille Nighthorse, Blake Pickens, John Gibbs, Mike J. Marin, Eric Hernandez, and Isaac Trimble. And participate in a Q&A panel with headliners Amber Mid-Thunder and Jane Myers. Witness more movie magic with photos on the red carpet, filmmaker interviews, presentations, and discussions centered on First American filmmaking. Get ready for 2 days of films and fun at the Holba Passachie Native Film Festival, August 7th and 8th at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur. Learn more at chickasawculturalcenter.com.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing,
A neighborly company.
All of your favorite Sports Animal shows are always available on demand. You can listen on your time with WWLS Podcast. 100% free with 0 subscription fees. Follow WWLS Podcast at thesportsanimal.com, the Sports Animal app, or you can listen wherever it is you get your podcasts.
We're back. I sound like I'm deaf. This thing is so loud.
Yeah, that rejoin is very loud.
For some reason, it just blows my ears away. But I am kind of, when you do radio for 34 years, you start to go deaf a little bit with all the headphones you wear. All right, what do we got? We got people that want to talk? We got anybody want questions? What do we got going?
I think we got a question on the phone line, Jim.
Let's do it. Let's go to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim, it's Yankee Bill. How you doing?
How you doing, my man?
Good. I just wanted to let you know, first of all, I'm older than you. I'm an original listener of the Sports Animal when Al was on in the afternoon.
Cool.
There's nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
I was a prep and American Legion baseball coach for several years back in the 80s and 90s, and we had our camps at OCU. Keith Lytle would be our hitting instructor, and Ray Hayward worked with our pitchers from OU. And no curveballs, strictly fastballs, change-ups. If you couldn't bunt, you couldn't play for our team because we moved runners over. I remember the great OSU baseball teams that you guys played on. And then I saw Pete Incaviglia hit his first Major League home run when he was at Texas.
Well, that's cool.
I heard your buddy mention Lance Lynn a while ago. I play dominoes with Lance Lynn's grandfather every Tuesday afternoon. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to go in about 30 minutes from now. We're going to be playing dominoes. So,
wow, that's cool. I love dominoes. I played a bunch of dominoes when I was playing baseball.
Yeah, I bet you did. But I just wanted to call in and tell you how much I love listening to the baseball, and God bless all you guys. You do a good job.
Thank you, bro. That's awful nice of you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the stuff. I like that. Yeah, the baseball. Old-timer baseball people are just the best. You sit around and listen to them. They got great. You think I got stories, man. Some of these dudes that played before me have even better stories. But, think about it. I barely played. I played just under 2 years. Just under 3 years in the big leagues. Imagine if you played like 12 years. Think of all the stories that you have. Pretty cool. Let me ask you, J-Mo, you're a huge baseball guy. What do you think's going to happen in Philadelphia when they're moving their entire defense all over the place? They're going to put Harper in the outfield so that the kid from Seattle can come in and play so they can move everybody around. They're not a very good defensive team now. What do you think about that?
San Francisco, Luis Arias.
Arias, yeah. Tell me what you think of. I'm talking about Phillies. The Phillies are moving everybody around. Yeah,
right.
Harper.
I think you and I talked about it yesterday. Luis Arias only signed in San Francisco last year because they let him play second base, and no one else would let him. So he's coming in there to have to move everybody around. There's a reason you moved Bryce Harper out of right field. He just is not as agile as he used to be.
He's very average. Yeah.
And the fact that you have Kyle Schwarber taking that DH spot is a huge hindrance to Bryce Harper being able to play every day, because you can't take him out of the lineup. You can't take Harper out of the lineup. At some point, it's going to cost you. Like, defense is a significant part of the game. And it's just like Philadelphia to do that, isn't it? Philadelphia and Seattle, big swing and miss cities, apparently.
Yep.
And they're big swing and miss, and now you're taking away all your defensive acumen as well. The game is more than just going to the plate and hitting it 400 feet. It just is. All your guys are slow as molasses, and you can't play any defense now, Jim. I don't particularly care for it, but
I'm with you.
It seems like that's the trend, and that's what they're going to try and do.
I'm with you, dude. I'm 100% with you. I really am. All right. By the way, I've got it up, ladies and gentlemen, on my Instagram, on my story. This is, what I did too? Look what I did. I put my name under it like they do with Ben Franklin or something. You like that?
I love it.
Bad people, be quiet. Bad people do things that make good people look bad. There you go.
People repost it on Instagram on your story.
That's right. I will be I'm thinking about being a philosopher. What do you think about that?
I like it. You've got the airways for it.
You know what Julie said underneath? She goes, things that make you go, Oh, boy.
Jim, we got great questions on the text.
Let me get one. Give me one.
I got this one I have to ask. It's because it's so peculiar. Somebody said to ask you about getting hit by a fruit in Mexico.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was playing I was playing first base, and we were down in Campeche. And my first at bat, I hit a line drive off their pitcher, off his knee. And then my second at bat, I hit a massive home run down the right field line. I came back out to first base. And, I learned Spanish really good. And I could hear him yelling at me. And then suddenly, a grapefruit came flying out of there. And it missed me by about 2 inches. Flew right by me. And I was mad, dude. If that grapefruit would have hit me, I can't imagine what happened. That's right. So I got drilled by a grapefruit, and I turned to the fans, and I just, you know what I did? I bowed to him. I just went like this. I bowed down to him. I said, thank you. And then the next night we played him again, and the same people were in the stands, and I hit another home run against him. This one was to left field. And I stopped at the bag, and I looked at him. I was waving at him at first base. It's pretty stupid because I could have gotten drilled by something. But, yeah, a grapefruit right at me.
What did Jordan Walker say after winning the home run derby in Philly? They don't boo nobodies, Jim.
That's right. No, you're exactly right. Guy on the Instagram, real quick. Did you ever break a bat in anger, and how impressive is it to break one like Bo Jackson did over his thigh? I will say yes. I have definitely broken a bat in anger. A lot more than one. Many times when I had a bad at bat, I would walk into the dugout, walk down the tunnel, and obliterate my bat. I don't want it anymore. It's the bat's fault. It can't be me. Got to be the bat's fault. So yes, I've broken many bats. And what Bo Jackson did was absurdly incredible. I mean, I'm telling you right now, to break a bat. Now, I will tell you this. There are people with the Royals who told me that the bat was cracked.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't take it from Bo Jackson that he could do it without being cracked, but there was a guy from the Royals who said these exact words to me. I think Bo could probably break a cinder block, but the bat was I think it was cracked. So the way it broke was interesting because it broke on a crack, like a crack that went up. So, but I'm not going to take away from the man. I've already told you he's the greatest athlete that I've ever been close to in my life. I couldn't believe it. Standing next to him was beyond belief.
The catch he makes where he catches it and then decides to just run up the wall right afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. He hit a ball against us, man. It was off of Ben McDonald. The ball came in at Ben McDonald at 98. It went out at 111. Okay? Bo Jackson, like a zoom. He was amazing. Most incredible athlete I've ever seen. Time for an OG&E break. You may qualify for 3,000 home energy upgrades. Visit OG.com/efficiency to learn more. I'm in for Air Comfort Solutions. We'll continue to tell you about them. Let's get the phones going. Whatever's on your mind. Stay with us on The Animal.
The Sports Animal covers it all. And The Drive with Matt Ravis and Matt Meyer. Get on the mound each Thursday morning at 9:45 and take a swing. It's The Line Drive, sponsored by Thunderbird Casino, covering Major League Baseball, college softball, and college baseball. Catch The Line Drive each Thursday at 9:45 on 98.1 FM. WWLS, The Sports Animal, powered by Thunderbird Casino. Come for fun. Play to win. Listen to the podcast on demand at thesportsanimal.com and the Sports Animal app.
Sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Paid for by Auto Discount Policy.
Oh man, my car insurance went up this month.
And you're still going to keep that policy?
Yeah, I've had the same auto insurance for years. My rate's gone up a little, but that's just how it works, right?
I was the same way. Just paid whatever they told me. Then I called Auto Discount Policy and found out I was overpaying by hundreds a year.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, it took me 5 minutes. I called and they compared rates from top providers. They even saved me $650 a year.
Wait, $650 just for making one call?
Yep, they don't care about your driving record, credit score, even if you're not insured right now.
Okay, I'm calling right now.
Don't settle for the same auto insurance plan. Find out how you can save up to $650 a year on auto insurance. There's no obligation, no hassle, just real savings you can start putting back in your pocket today. Call 800-735-2036. That's 800-735-2036. One last time, 800-735-2036.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention anyone who has had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, or any other scope procedure. If you or a loved one developed a serious infection or health complication after a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Dangerous infections have been reported across the country linked to Olympus endoscopes. Olympus scopes may have been defectively designed, and manufacturer instructions may not have been adequate in enabling proper disinfection, putting patients' health at risk. If you or a loved one were hospitalized for a bacterial infection within 90 days of a scope procedure or developed sepsis, organ failure, HIV, tuberculosis, an antibiotic-resistant superbug, or another serious complication following a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call now to find out if you qualify. But hurry, time to file a claim could be limited. Call 800-891-1857 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-891-1857. 1-800-891-1857.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
Well, guys and gals, those thermometers are going up higher than one of Traber's 27 career home runs, and I know we're all feeling it. Shoot, I sweat more than an offensive lineman at an all-you-can-eat buffet walking from my car this morning. And when it's this hot, you need to find a cool place to stop in and take a load off. Wipe some sweat from your brow, grab a cool drink, all while hanging with a few fellas who have somehow still pristine, sweatless beards. The last time I checked, there's only one place you can do that. Carter Chevrolet in Okarche. The folks out here might even be able to hook you up with a pair of crisp jorts to stay as cool as possible when them temperatures keep climbing. At the very least, they can get you into a new Chevy with some rip-roaring AC cold enough to have you reaching for a puffer coat in the middle of summer. So when you're ready to stop sweltering, stop by Carter Chevrolet in Okarche and see the coolest guys and gals in the car game. Just make sure to close the door behind you. You're letting the air out. Carter Chevrolet, making friends, selling cars in that order.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast.
I'm your host, Megan Klingenberg, and after interviewing so many dudes during this Men's World Cup, I'm so happy to be back with my U.S. Women's National Team players.
I know the U.S. Men's National Team has changed how I think about myself, how I think about being an American, how I think about being on a team.
It's 1 year out from that World Cup, and we're going to talk about the brightest prospects in U.S. soccer. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henkel. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City. The Sports Animal, a Cumulus station. It's hour number 2 with Jim Traber on 98.1 FM. WWLS, The Sports Animal.
It is hour number 2. Welcome back, studio. Today, in for Air Comfort Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have any phone calls, so I want to talk to you. 405-900-9957. We're going to get some text messages, but there's something I got to talk about. Now, if you listen to my show, you know how I feel about running backs. There are a few running backs in the NFL that are big league. A few. That change the face of a game. All right? McCaffrey, obviously. What's his name? Barkley. You know, there's a few. Robinson, he's really good. There's a few.
The kid in Indianapolis, Jonathan Taylor.
He's probably there, but close. The dude Henry for 1 year, 2 years, but last year he didn't do anything. But everybody knows that I believe that running backs are massively overrated. Okay? I truly believe. You go back and look. There was a stat. Now, it's changed in the last couple of years, but there was like I can't remember exactly. I don't want to be wrong, but it was something like a 15-year period where the team who won the Super Bowl did not have a first-round pick running back on their team. I don't remember. I'm just telling you, it was something of that nature. All right? But I'm going to tell you this. This contract that the Atlanta Falcons have given to Bijan Robinson is an absolute pathetic joke. Hey, more power to him. I mean, you know me, people. I'm a capitalist. I think you should make as much money as you possibly can, as much as you want. But I'm telling you, this is a perfect example of how messed up the Atlanta Falcons organization is. All right? And you know what's going to happen now? Now, Jahmyr Gibbs is sitting up there, and he's eligible for this contract extension. And he's holding out, right? Is he holding in or holding out?
I believe he's holding in.
He's holding in, okay. So he's not going to sign anything. He's mad, but he's still coming to practice, which is very honorable as far as I'm concerned. I love Gibbs. I think the guy's amazing. I had him on Matt Ravis and I had on our fantasy team a couple of years ago, and he was incredible. I mean, just dominated. The guy's awesome. But I'm sorry, there's not a running back alive. Listen to me closely. There is not a running back alive that is worth $25 million of your salary cap. Not alive. I don't care what you say. Not McCaffrey, not Barkley. Did anybody see what Barkley did for Philly last year? Nothing. Right? 2,000 yards the year before. Unbelievable. Great player. Last year, he wasn't worth the money they gave him. And you look at teams that are really, really good. A lot of them have one really good running back and one that's okay. And they're fine. They don't need a superstar. I mean, Kenneth Walker last year came out of nowhere. We knew he was good, but he played great, right? I mean, he could have been anybody. And you look at the teams. I'm sorry, man. You don't need a great running back. You don't. You need a block, quarterback. But I don't know what you think, J-Mo, but I've been on this many, many times. I think that paying a running back that much money is horrible for their organization and, frankly, horrible for the NFL.
The Seahawks are a great example of that. You talked about Kenneth Walker, how good he was, and then what happened when they were ready to re-sign him? They didn't. And they went and drafted the 32nd overall pick, Jadarian Price, who is now like one of the biggest standouts in training camp right now.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a great Seahawk running back, according to everybody who's seen him in training camp so far.
Yeah. Listen, I just got a message from a friend of mine. He said that he's the best running back in the league, catching the ball, running and catching. And I'm not saying they're not good players. I'm not saying that Robinson isn't good, but you can find guys to do 80% of what he does and still win. I'm sorry, it's too much. And now Gibbs is going to get too much, and then the next running back after that's going to get too much. All I know, people, I sat on this microphone that I'm staring at right now, and I told every single one of you that the Steelers made a massive mistake by drafting the kid from Alabama. Gosh, why can't I remember his name? Help me, dude. Running back from Alabama. I used to cheer him on. Anyway.
Bernard?
No. It was a few years ago. The big guy, the running back. He's a superstar. I mean, not a superstar, but he's really, really good. Anyway, he went to, where'd he go to? The Oakland, I think. Even though there isn't an Oakland. Raiders. Anyway, what I'm telling you is that they could have drafted Creed Humphrey, who was right there available. And now Creed Humphrey is probably the best center in the entire NFL. Anchoring an offensive line that does a really good job. And the Steelers are having hard times at the offensive line. Matter of fact, I'm looking at Creed Humphrey right now. They're showing him right there on the whole Chiefs playing against each other with Mahomes, who, by the way, is looking really good. So I'm just telling you, man, you can get all fired up about getting running backs. It's stupid to draft a running back high, and it's stupid to give a running back a bunch of money.
Najee Harris?
Najee Harris. Thank you very much. Yeah, Najee Harris. Yeah, and he was good. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but you think you'd rather have Creed Humphrey? And see, I didn't do it afterwards. I did it before. I did it the day after the draft. I said it right here on this show. I know it's not sexy to draft a center. You know what is sexy? Blocking people.
Winning.
Yeah, winning. Just ridiculous.
What do you think about the adage that you want to start closest to the football and build your football team outwards from there? Like, so you start with positions that are closest to the ball, and then so like that would make your skill positions and your secondary guys be the last people you take.
Well, I don't believe that. Listen, I think that you got to be good up front, in the middle, all the way across, like center, quarterback, defensive lineman. Those are all really important. But if you don't have anybody who can cover anybody, then you'll get killed, you know? I just don't think I just think that it's a position. I'm not saying these dudes aren't good. They are good. They're really good. But they're just not. If a team wants to shut a running back down, they can. That's the truth. Look up how many yards did Barkley run for last year? And their offensive line was still good. You know?
He had 1,100 yards rushing.
Yeah, okay.
Down from 2,000 the year before.
In 17 games. So what is that? 17 times 8. That's 8 times 7 is 7. It's 100. Less than 8. 17 times 7 is 70, 49. That's 119. You said, how much did he have?
1,100.
Yeah, so he ran for 70 yards a game. Okay? Is that great? Is that great? I'm sorry, man. The contracts, this was a massive, massive mistake. And listen, I got a guy message me. He led the league in yards from scrimmage. I understand all that. I like the kid. I'm not saying he's really good. All I'm saying is, you give $25 million a year to your running back, you are killing your squad. Now, if he runs for 2,000 yards and catches the ball all over the place and you win, this is not a winning move for Atlanta. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not a winning move.
Take a step further, Jim. They've got Tua, who's out of training camp right now with the head injury. Michael Penix Jr. still hasn't been cleared. They have a Division II undrafted quarterback that's on QB1 at their training camp.
What's his name?
Jack Strand is his name. I believe he's from Minnesota State, is what I read this morning.
Really?
Yeah. So he is leading the QB1 reps, an undrafted rookie with an entire playbook he's trying to learn in a short amount of time in training camp. Not to say Bijan Robinson's contract. It's not to say he's going to start in the regular season or anything like that. But it seems like you might want to make sure you bolster all the other parts of your team before spending this kind of money on a running back.
Amen, dude. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this. Falcons didn't make the playoffs in a bad division, right? Last year. Steelers. Here are the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 42 years old. Who are their running backs? No, you don't have to look it up. I'll tell you. It's Gainwell last year, who I really like, by the way. He went somewhere. Tampa. I think he went to Tampa.
Memphis product.
Oh, is he?
Uh-huh.
He's a good player, dude. I like him a lot. And then the kid from OSU. You know? And he's a really good player, too. But neither one of them are highly rated. Neither one of them are highly done. Steelers made the playoffs with a 42 yards in a much tougher division. So, look, you don't need superstar running backs. You don't need it. What did the Eagles do last year with Barkley? Nothing. What did San Francisco do with McCaffrey? Nothing. I'm sorry, you can't pay these dudes that much money. That's all there is to it. And this is a big mistake for the league. I promise you, man. Now there's going to be running backs that are starting, because if one makes 25, the next one's going to want 26. Then the next one's going to want 27. Next thing you know, they'll be paying running backs $30 million a year. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. All right, I had to get that off my chest because I saw that and I almost fell out of my chair. All right. We got some phone calls?
We do. We got someone on the line.
Let's do it, people. I love talking to you. 405-900-9957. That is the Lucky Star line. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
How you doing today, Jim?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. Hey, two things for you. I'll start. Did you watch any of the World Series of Poker final table last night?
Yes, I did. It was so boring. It was beyond belief. But I'll tell you what I did. I watched until about 10:30, and I started not feeling good. I don't know what's wrong. My head was hurting and stuff. So I went to bed. They only got two players that were knocked out, but I watched it. What were your thoughts on it?
Honestly, I watched it until they got down to 7 until they quit. But I don't know if I've never played for that amount of money.
Yeah.
In that spot, and especially on television, you had Bruce Buffer that came out and introed it. They made it a spectacle. But, man, I just felt like every single player except for the chip leader in Jumalan was just playing scared out of their mind.
I agree.
Some of the spots and the holdings that they had, I just scratch my head as to why it's not being at least opened or called and seeing flops.
Let me ask you a question. If I put your name into Herndon Mob right now, would you have earnings?
No, I have no earnings.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Go look at these guys. There's a couple of them that don't have any earnings. The guy from Finland, he doesn't have any earnings at all. I mean, at least in the World Series of Poker, now I'm sure he's done some things over there. So let's think about that, you and me. If we get to the final table, we're guaranteed $1 million. I would look at it differently than a lot of people, but my wife last night told me that she would be really mad at me if I looked at it like that. I would say to myself, I've got $1 million, I want 10. So I'm going to go for it. But these dudes aren't saying that. They're saying, when each thing is $250,000, dude, $250,000 to, 99% of the people in the world is massive money. I agree with everything you're saying. That's why it was so daggone boring. But let's look at the Canadian who I love, okay? He's been around forever, okay? And he was folding ace jack, pocket fives. I mean, he was folding everything. And he started with like 38,000 and he went up to 80 something. Now, I didn't see what happened to him where he got knocked down all the way to 30. Tell me, something bad happened to him?
Oh, I'm trying to remember who's that. You're not talking about Greg Mueller, are you?
Yeah, I'm talking about Mueller. Yeah, Greg Mueller, yeah. What happened to him? Because I looked this morning and he was way down again.
No, he got up to what, 82 million or something?
Yeah.
It was really late, so the blinds started to climb. He defended, because the Jubilant kid was playing, dang near every hand that he got.
Yep.
Especially when he was in position or he had blinds.
Right.
He opened with 7-9 offsuit, and Mueller was on the big blind, and he called with King-9 of hearts. So they shared it, and the flop was 7-7 King. He flopped top pair of Jubilant flop trips.
Okay, that's how Jubilant got back over 200,000.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not that level of player. I don't understand.
Well, neither am I.
I don't get. I know that every single guy at that table knows that Jubilant's opening wide a lot.
Right.
But you got top pair on a paired board. He called one street too, but he called a big street. So I think Jubilant bet. He opened a 3. No, at this point it was 6. He opened a 6. Mueller flatted the 6. And then he potted. Jubilant potted the next one, and Mueller called and then folded the next street.
Which was the right move, right? Because he had 2 sevens, right?
Yeah, but again, I just in my brain, I'm watching
know
these guys, even in position, like you're saying, like 2 of them folded 8s in position last night.
I know
7s that got folded. It's like
I know, dude.
You know how tight everybody at this table is playing. Like, don't you think you'd want to take a stab?
Listen, I was sitting on my couch, dude, saying the exact same thing. If I would have been the low guy, like what? How did the little Asian guy from the United States go from like 25 all the way up to he's got almost 100. What did he do?
Yeah, there were a couple hands. I missed about 45 minutes of this somewhere in between two, and I missed the hand that he doubled up. So I don't know how he doubled up.
Okay. I'll just look at it on Poker News. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I came back and said the same thing. I'm like, man, this guy just went from 14.4 million an hour and a half ago, and now he's sitting at 66.
Yeah. Well, listen, I will tell you that if you go to Herndon Mob and look my name up, it's somewhere in the 280,000 range. So I've done okay. Not great, but I've done okay. But I'm going to tell you, if I was sitting there, Julie was saying to me, because she watched for a little while, then she left, and she was saying to me, well, yeah, Jim, you better do what they're doing. It's 250,000 every time you move up. And then I said to her, but Jewel, all of them are playing like little girls. I would have raised my button, unless somebody raised in front of me, I'd have raised my button every single time. Every time. You can get away from it if they raise you back.
That's what's crazy. Is I know the kid has all the chips, but you would think that some of these, like even some of the stacks that grew to 55, 60, 70, 80 million, that they were still just playing incredibly tight. And it's like, maybe with a big stack, with a stack that big at the table, you have to shift it, how you play, because he's just going to call a lot. But
yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this.
It was really boring.
I know it was incredibly boring. So I think second place, is 7 million, I think. Okay. I would tell you this. If I won $1 million today, I would continue to do radio. Okay. If I won 7 million, I think I'd be retiring tomorrow. Or at least maybe soon. So you see what I'm saying? I think these guys are looking to be make enough money right now where nothing matters anymore for them down the rest of their poker career. I don't totally agree with it, but even Julie was like, you better not do that. You know, so I agree with you, man. I do. I really do. Even what's his name? The announcer who I really like, the guy who doesn't have any what's his name? The color guy. Oh gosh, what's his name? You know.
But he's been around. Norm Chad?
No, not Norm Chad. I'm talking about the other guy who's a superstar, is in the Hall of Fame. Why can't I remember his name? He talks very drably. You know, he's like just, well, that's a very good show. You know, he talks like that. But I'm gonna tell you,
Lon McCarran.
That's the play-by-play guy. It's the color guy, and he's a big-time player. What's his name? Oh, it drives me crazy.
I thought the color was Norm Chad.
No, because but those two dudes aren't doing it right now. They're only going to do the last day. They got two other guys doing it. They got that Ali guy, and then they got anyway, he's a superstar, dude. I sat with him for about 30 minutes at a table, dude. He is a superstar. And he said at least 4 or 5 times, I'm a little surprised that he's not pushing on there. You know, he was saying it.
Yeah, again, when you play for that, I've never obviously played for that amount of money, so I don't know what's going through their heads. It's strange. Tonight, the opening hour of tonight will be fun though, Jim, because the blinds are getting up really high, and you've got some stacks that are going to have to.
They're going to be 488. Is it going to be 488 when we get back?
It's 488 to start tonight, and there's a couple guys and Greg Mueller, bless his heart. Like I'm rooting for him.
I like him a lot. Yeah,
he's one of them. I mean, that's what.
20 million. 20 million.
Have big blinds.
Yeah, I mean, 20 million.
He's almost in kamikaze mode.
Yeah, no, you're right. The first time he gets an ace or a king, he's firing it in. He has to, because I don't know where the blinds are going to start. Hopefully for him, they're not going to start with him. But yeah, he's got like 28 million left, and 20 million is going to be one orbit. You know, so
the seats don't change tonight. They're all the same seats for the final table, and I don't quote me on this. I might be wrong, but I believe the button's dead when it starts. I think the button ended on the knockout of not Saskalani.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, so that means that means that Mueller will be all the way around. So here he's going to have about 5 hands to get it all in. So that's good for him. Because that guy got knocked out, and the American guy got knocked out. He was in the 5 seat. And what's his name? Mueller was in the 4, so that means that he'll have some time. Yeah, I really like him. I've never played with him, but everybody says that he's just the best. So,
it's a fun table. I do have one more thing, and I'll take this off the air only because I missed it yesterday. I know you probably talked about the Scooble situation.
Yes, I will definitely talk about it. Go ahead.
I know there's a lot of people that are frustrated with it. A lot of baseball guys that are frustrated at it, and I mean, listen. I was too young, because I'm only 31. I was too young. The Yankees did this in the early 2000s with George Steinbrenner, when they just went out and fought everybody that was good.
That's right.
And won championships with it. Was the media, or was Major League Baseball and their fans, players, owners, were they as upset with the Yankees in the early 2000s as they are with the Dodgers right now?
Okay, I'll talk about it. Thanks, brother. The answer is yes. Everybody was upset with them. But you know, the Yankees won a couple, but they didn't win a lot. And the difference is, as I've said many, many times, the Dodgers are smart. They're spending their money smart. Listen to this. Everybody in the league could have gotten Scooble. Everybody. Listen to this. Do you know that Tampa and Milwaukee both have great minor league organizations, okay? They could have given it up. Here's the other thing that I found out yesterday. I didn't know that. The outfielder that they got, the kid that they got from
Zaire Hope.
Yeah. He was the 4th best outfielder in their organization. What is Detroit doing? Why didn't Detroit try to get their best outfielder? That's bad, man. And by the way, the other teams could have done it. So I don't blame the daggone Dodgers. Why would I get upset with the Dodgers? Because they're smart? I mean, smart. I like smart. Yeah, they got a lot of money. So does the Mets. Where are the Mets? Where are the Phillies? The Phillies are falling down. They don't know what they're doing. The Mets are horrible. They all spend a bunch of money. The difference is the Dodgers are smart. They spend their money smart. So I'm not going to get all fired up about it. And of course, you know, my disclaimer is I'm part of the baseball union. So I want the numbers to go up, 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 because all that does is move my pension up. Okay. I'm just telling you the truth. I want it to go as high as it possibly can, just like you guys would.
Is it Nick Schulman?
Is that the number one guy?
No. Nick Schulman. I'm sorry, I would change gears on you. The broadcaster, the color
That's
commentator.
him, Nick Schulman. Yeah, thank you.
The top Dodgers prospect is Joseph DePaula, who is supposed to make his debut in 2027. He's also 21, like Zaire Hope. They have Mike Sirota, who's 23 now. He's been one of their top prospects for a while.
I've heard that name.
Going the wrong direction. And then Eduardo Quintero is 20 years old. He's playing in A-ball right now, and he has shot up these rankings.
Well, I'm just telling you that I would have told the Dodgers, give me your number one outfielder. Sorry. And if they wouldn't do it, then I'm going to go to somebody else. You give me your number one outfielder? I'll bet you somebody might have done it. So you keep getting mad at the Dodgers. Just realize that they're smart. OG&E break in for Air Comfort Solutions. We'll be right back. Let's get the phones going. I'd love to talk to you on the animal.
The Sports Animal's brother station, Rock 100.5 The Cat, celebrating 50 years. And you score the presents. Win free tickets to CatFest 2026, live at Lucky Star Amphitheater, Saturday, August 22nd. Text CAT to 405-900-9957. That's KATT to 405-900-9957. Score all the info and ticket links at thesportsanimal.com or the Sports Animal app.
Sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. Don't let the oil light add drama. Head to Take 5 and save $15. Just drive in, stay in your car, and get right back to your day. Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change. Terms apply. Visit take5.com/audio for details.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
One of the first things that I did was put my cell phone on the normal default font, and that alone was just such a huge wow moment for me.
At ClearSight, we want you to experience real freedom from readers and bifocals.
Hi, I'm Dr. Luke with ClearSight LASIK and Lens. With custom lens replacement, we can give good distance vision, near vision, everything in between to allow people to see what they used to be able to see.
CLR has completely changed my life. In the past, I would open up my computer and start immediately feeling around on my desk. Where's my reading glasses? I can't tell you the last time I put on a pair of reading glasses. Probably the morning that I had my procedure done, and I haven't put them on since.
Tired of searching for readers here, there, and everywhere? Find out if you can lose your readers and bifocals on purpose. Right now, get 0% financing for up to 36 months. To schedule your free consultation, call 405-733-2020 or visit clearsight.com today.
All tires aren't the same, and neither are all tire dealers. So find a dealer who carries Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, don't deal with amateurs. See the tire experts. For the best tires, advice, and service, visit the experts at T&W Tire in OKC, Tulsa, Enid, Ardmore, Lawton, Elk City, Ada, and Lindsay.
Big things are happening at Mathis Home. Get Labor Day deals and save on everything for your home. They have hundreds of sofas and sectionals with styles you love at unbeatable prices. And we're the only place with top name recliners starting at just $149. Check out the latest looks in bedrooms and dining rooms and save big. Plus, with our new 60-month financing, you can take your purchase home today and make easy monthly payments. Don't miss out. These Labor Day deals are happening now at your furniture superstore, Mathis Home.
Hi,
I'm Dr. Bobby Jacobs, and I know the weight struggle. In the 90s, Fen-Phen helped, but once it was gone, I chased every other fix. Phenermine, gastric sleeve, you name it. But the weight always came back. Then I found semaglutide, and before long, 47 pounds gone. Because I take it, I searched all over and found the most reliable source available to patients for just $175 for 7 full weeks. Tired of the cycle? Call Dr. Jacobs Clinic today at 405-840-9441. That's 405-840-9441.
Station Rock 100.5 The Cat is celebrating 50 years, and you score the presents. Win free tickets to Cat Fest 2026, starring Chevelle, I Prevail, and many more. All at the Lucky Star Amphitheater on Saturday, August the 22nd. Enter to win at sportsanimal.com, or you can text CAT. That's KATT CAT to 405-900-9957. Tickets on sale now, and all the info is on the sportsanimal.com or on the Sports Animal app.
Like I like it. Phone calls in today for Air Comfort Solutions. Great company. Been with us for a long time. We love that. All right, let's get to the phone. We're going to start knocking out some calls until Barry Trammell comes on. You're on The Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, what's up, Jim?
How you doing, man?
Man, I've been listening to you today. I got a couple of questions I want to ask you, too.
Okay.
I think that a lot of people are upset with the Dodgers because of the deferred payments that they're able to do.
Everybody can do it, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And my thing with baseball is baseball has always been a fire sale. Anytime a team isn't winning, when it gets close to the trade deadline, they usually sell off all their assets. That's just how it's always been.
Right.
And I look at it like 22 of the teams ain't even trying to win. I think they're just trying to be profitable.
Right. And that's bad.
I believe, that's bad for the league, exactly. And I was listening today, and they were talking about, well, with this contract the Dodgers did, it's going to make the league really, really push for a salary cap, which I don't see the players signing for no salary cap unless you're going to put a floor cap on it to where the teams have to spend a certain amount of money.
Well, there has to be a floor. I mean, if you're going to do anything like that, but I'm just telling you that there is a less than a 0% chance that the players ever agree to a salary cap. And the owners know that. The owners know that. Yeah. But they think
I don't believe they will either.
No, every 10 years.
I believe they will.
Yeah, every 8 to 10 years, the owners start to think, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it. And then, this is my prediction. They will lock them out in spring training, and they'll be gone for about a month and a half or so. And then probably sometime in early May, the owners will realize we're losing a bunch of money, and they're not going to give. And then they're going to say, okay, well, let's do this. And then, boom, they'll start the season up. But I don't think there's any doubt the owners are going to try, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win, you know?
I look at it like this. The owners had a lot better chance of getting something done with the salary cap in the late 90s and early 2000s. But nowadays, these players make so much money, locking them out isn't going to be beneficial to you. When they were making $2 million a year, locking them out might have made sense. But some of these guys are making $40 and $50 million, and they're all paying into the same pension. Yep. And the Players Association, that's one thing I will say about baseball is, the Players Association is going to take care of them.
No. Yeah, listen, I said this the other day. I don't know if you heard me, but just yesterday I received the thing that I get like every 3 months from the from Major League Baseball Players Association. And in it, they show you how much money they have and where it's going and, you know, what's it all about. Well, I'm just going to tell you this. They have in the billions with a B of money that is set aside to pay for any legal fees and anything that are going to happen. They also have money set aside for the young player who's just getting to the big leagues and can't play and can't work and hasn't made any money yet. They're going to go ahead and pay his bills for him. So they're ready for everything. That's what they are. They're the best. You know?
That's one thing I will say about their union is, and they stick together.
Yep, you're right.
They stick together. Now, when it comes to this football stuff, I believe everybody's overpaid right now. I mean, if Baker Mayfield wants $50 million, I ain't mad at that running back for getting 25.
Well, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I hear you, brother. We'll see if he gets it, though.
No problem.
Great call, man.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it, my man. Good phone call. Great call. I just, you're right on the money. There is no chance at all that the players will ever let it go. So, they can fight it if they want to. All they're going to do is stop baseball. That's all they're going to do. Let's get another call in. 405-900-9957. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Jimmy T, how you doing?
I'm good, my man. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, I got a story I want to tell, then I want you to comment on a story about you. But anyhow, my daughters, I got one lives in Tempe, one lives in Atlanta. A few years ago, my daughter in Tempe was flying to Atlanta to watch the Diamondbacks play the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
So at Sky Harbor, she sees Gonzo.
Right.
Takes a picture with Gonzo in the airport. My other daughter's like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe you did that. You're so lucky. And she's like, well, we're going to be there in a few because he's flying for the team, of course.
Sure.
So they get to Atlanta. My oldest daughter's like looking over my younger daughter. So she's like, I'm here, looking for Gonzo. Got her picture taken with him.
Uh-huh.
My wife prints the pictures, sends them to the Arizona Diamondbacks, care of Gonzo. A few months later, we get this big package. He signed both of them. And on the letterhead, said, hey, I apologize, off-season, on vacation. Thank you for following the team. And signed them.
Right.
Which I think is really cool. So now, this one I want you to comment on is, do you remember the sound that Bruce Jacobs used to make on the radio when he talked about Matt Williams?
Gosh, that's really crazy. I don't remember can you tell me what it was? Because I know we talked a lot about Matt Williams. For people that don't know, Bruce Jacobs was my partner out on the radio out there in Arizona. You've heard him on this station before. Before you talk about Bruce Jacobs, I got to tell you that Gonzo is one of the best baseball players I've ever met. I'm just telling you, by far, one of the best I've ever met. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Didn't treat anybody bad. And I've told the story about after they lost Game 5 in New York, and they were down 3-2, and we're flying back from New York, and almost the entire plane is asleep. I wasn't sleeping, so I got up and started walking around, and I saw all the way in the very last seat, I saw my boy Gonzo with his light on, and he had some music playing. And I would have walked back, and he said, "You want a beer?" I said, "Sure." I sat down with him and talked to him for about an hour, and Gonzo said, he goes, "You know what, Travis?" He said, this isn't over. This is not over. We're going to come home. We're going to win this thing." I said, "Gonzo, I believe in you guys, man." And, a lot of those dudes would never talk to me like that, because even though I played in the big leagues, I wasn't at that point playing in the big leagues. I was just some radio guy. But Gonzo treated me better than anybody in the world. Now, your question is, say it again, about Bruce Jacobs. What did Bruce say? What did he say about Matt Williams? I know he did something about him being like the sergeant or the general or something. What was it?
He would just make the sound and go,
Oh, Bruce, can you believe that Bruce, it's a little bit his fault, but can you believe that Bruce isn't on the radio anymore? That's just unbelievable, man.
I thought he still was. We don't get out there much. But...
Yeah, no, he is not on the radio anymore. He gets fired everywhere he goes, and he always has good numbers, but unfortunately there are times, especially in the morning, he gets so grumpy that he'll start treating people bad. But I love Bruce. I love him, but he's not in radio anymore.
One more thing before I go.
Okay.
How many railroad tracks are in Bluefield? Half a mile wide, 3/4 mile wide.
Railroads?
Yeah, when you're driving into Bluefield, West Virginia.
I remember that there were a lot of trains that came through there, so I guarantee you there were a lot of tracks. Yeah. Did you go there?
I lived out there for a few years. I had a client that was in Bluefield. I had to go down there a few times.
Oh, my gosh, man. That place was a trip, man. You ever have any moonshine when you were there?
Yeah, it's the rumor.
Yeah, oh, my gosh. Terrible. Thanks, brother. Good call. Appreciate it. Bringing back some nice memories. Yeah, Bruce Jacobs is one. I got to have him on because, he's a Mets fan. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, he's a Mets fan. But he is also a Knicks fan. And he was messaging me how they were going to beat up on Oklahoma City and blah, 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 blah. I need to have Bruce on, man. You talk about a crazy dude, man. He's got this New York accent. He's unbelievable. Big Bruce Jacobs. He's not big either. He's tiny. But he's good. It's really a shame that he's not on the radio because he is really, really good on the radio. But You got to live. You got to try to be nice to people sometimes. Of course, J-Mo will tell you that I'm not very nice to people here either, but that's another story.
I would never say that.
Time for an OG&E break. You may qualify for $3,000 home energy upgrades. Visit OG.com/efficiency to learn more. If you're on the phone, wait, I'm coming to you. I promise. Right when we get back. In today for Air Comfort Solutions, the heat is on. The heat is on. So anyway, get rid of your old, inefficient cooling system with a new air conditioning unit with Air Comfort Solutions right now. 0% financing for 72 months on select new HVAC systems for ACS. It's hot, and you can stay cool with Air Comfort. 405-721-3740, 918-743-2300 for our great listeners in the Tulsa area. We'll be back with more calls and texts right here on the Leader in Sports, the Sports Animal.
But first, breaking news. Tap into the WWLS mobile app today for the latest stories, events, podcasts, and news from the Sports Animal. And now sports. Available for free at the App Store and Google Play. Catch live audio and video streams and much more inside the WWLS mobile app. Powered by Chapel Supply, the nation's leading dealer of American-made cleaning equipment, chemicals, parts, and service. 98.1 FM, WWLS. The Sports Animal.
What's better than a boomerang burger on a Monday? A half-price boomerang burger on a Monday. That's right. The classic burger you love is half price on Mondays. Juicy, tender beef on a warm, soft bun. And made just the way you like it. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
I'm a huge believer in living life to the fullest. That's why I go to McBride Orthopedic Hospital. They do everything they can to keep me active and living my best life. Working with McBride on my orthopedic issues helped me stay in the game and keep up with you yardbirds. Don't let life pass you by. Be proactive and call McBride today at 405-230-9270 or go online at mcboh.com. You will be glad you did.
Physician owned. This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of back pain relief. With just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Who fights for your rights? Who gets you the settlement you deserve? For 50 years, one of the state's most respected, trusted, and successful law firms.
I'm Luke Abel with the Abel Law Firm. We're celebrating 50 years of fighting for your rights to get the settlement you deserve. 50 years as Oklahoma's personal injury law firm. We're ready, we're willing, we're able.
Named Oklahoma City's best personal injury law firm.
No matter who you are or what your background, we here at Big Tobacco want you to know that we will never discriminate against any age,
ethnicity, or gender. You can trust that we will tell you whatever lie is needed to convince you to try smoking.
Our messaging will always think of you first.
Lying to you.
Right wherever you are.
Because you are our
number one customer.
Big Tobacco wakes up every day ready to get you hooked. Help fight the lies at tobaccostopswithme.com. A program of TSET.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215215. That's HIM to 215215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
Mr. Reuter Plumbing, a neighborly company.
Whether you're a student, parent, or a teacher, we all could use some extra cash to kick off the school year. That's why we're giving 5 winners $1,000 in cash to spend on any of your back-to-school needs. Just head to thesportsanimal.com right now to enter this national contest for your chance to win the back-to-school shopping spree. Remember, all you got to do is visit thesportsanimal.com.
Now it's time for the Air Comfort Solutions winning call of the day. Make the winning call at 405-721-3740.
We're back in today for Air Comfort Solutions, wrapping up hour number 2. We'll be taking phone calls up until when Barry Trammell comes on. Let's get another call in. How about we do that? By the way, caller of the day, I'm going to go with the guy who called in about the Dodgers. I thought that was a great call. I mean, it's just, you can get fired up about the Dodgers, but you should be more mad at the team you follow because they could have done the same thing. They could have done it. They could have done it. All right, let's get to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, I just wanted to ask you about a couple things real fast.
Okay.
First one, did you by chance see the Rogers-McAfee interview yesterday?
Oh, I did. I loved it, man. I loved that he tore Fauci to shreds. You know, everybody killed Aaron Rodgers back when, and it sure as heck looks like that he was right. So I just want to put that out there. I know he's a crazy dude, but I'm just telling you, he was the one that stood up, and it looks like he was dead right. So,
well, the angle I was going to come at it is so I don't know if you saw last week, Stephen A. Smith issued a long apology to Kyrie Irving.
I did.
you see that?
I did. That's exactly right. He said, that's right. I remember that. Yes.
And so Aaron Rodgers yesterday said he gives credit to Stephen A. for doing that. And the question I was going to ask is, I looked it up. Kyrie lost $17 million for missing home games that season.
Right.
Is there a way that he can now go back?
No.
And no, that's all over.
It's over with. Yeah, I mean, think about this, dude. We, as a society in the United States of America, we lost I think our economy lost like 80 trillion or 30 trillion, something like that, dollars because of all that stuff. All of it, nobody's going to get anything. There were over 20,000 businesses that closed that were little small businesses around the country that had been, going for a while and they had to close down. None of those people are going to be reimbursed for the pain and the suffering that they were put through. So they're certainly not going to give a professional basketball player money because he decided he wasn't going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I just, to now look back and tell people they couldn't work was kind of crazy. But anyways, the other thing real quick is, talking about the contract that Atlanta just gave out this morning.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm a Cowboys fan. So getting that Javonte Williams deal done early, I think they learned their lesson after the Zeke debacle, and getting Javonte Williams to that 3-year, $24 million.
Right.
So I thought that it ends up looking like a better deal.
I think the dude's a really good player. I'm not ripping on him. He's really good. But the point to me is you have to deal with a salary cap. If you weren't dealing with a salary cap, you could do whatever the heck you want to do. But I just don't think you can pay a running back $25 million and win. I just don't think you can. We'll see. Yeah. Maybe they'll prove me wrong.
And just real quick, I'm going to give $50, I think, to the Cowboys for your
good
Rob's Ranch.
Good, man. That'll be awesome. All right, brother. See ya. That's coming up. We were working on it a little bit today. It's going to be really good, people. Get ready. Keep going. You can pick the team. Now, I've given you the teams, but if you really want to go for it with the Dallas Cowboys, I said that if you can raise more than $10,000 for the Dallas Cowboys, I will. I'll cheer for them. I'll be a guy cheering for the Cowboys.
Please, nobody give money to the Titans.
No, I think they're one of the ones I'm not going to let them pick.
Did you hear what their first 2 live plays from Monday's practice were?
False starts?
2 false starts, Jim. Back-to-back false starts. First 2 plays of the Titans training camp season.
Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't it? That is just beautiful.
Unbelievable.
I know it. Crazy. All right, let's get back to the phones. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
All right. How are you?
Good, man.
Hey, I was a first baseman, played a couple state tournaments, and I got a question for you.
Okay.
And I've never heard on the Sports Animal, but what were your 2 greatest plays at first base, and what were your 2 worst plays? And I'll take it off.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, my best play ever was in Japan, where I climbed a wall for a foul ball and went over top of it. And I got a picture of it at home on the wall. It's got me going over the wall. I'm picking. I mean, it wasn't one of those ones where, you just caught it right at the wall. This was one of the ones where I went over the wall, reached over and caught it. That's probably my best play. Worst play. Oh, I remember. I mean, in the big leagues, I got to tell you, I didn't make a lot of really bad plays in the big leagues. I was pretty good, but here's the biggest problem. One time, we're playing in Double-A. I'll always remember this play. Thank you, by the way, for bringing this up. We're playing in Double-A, and we're in the championship series, and like 8 of us missed the bus to go there. I think it was Knoxville. I think we went to Knoxville. So 8 of us missed the bus. So we had to drive. When I got there, the head coach took my keys. But he didn't realize that I had another pair of keys. So we go, and the whole team is just, we're terrible. We're just terrible. So we're in the first inning, and the first guy hits a ground ball to our shortstop. He boots it. The second guy hits a base hit. It's first and second. I'm there, big left-handed hitter. He hits a missile at me. I make the play, and I try to turn the play at second base, and I threw it over his head. And I don't mean like barely over his head. I mean like 20 feet over his head. I don't know. I was so messed up from the night before because we had celebrated winning the championship to go win the big championship. And that was probably the worst plays ever. We made 5 errors in the first inning, gave up like 8 runs. And then we obviously lost that game, and then we came back and took 3 in a row from it. It was 3 out of 5. We took 3 out of a row. But that probably was my worst play that I ever made. Not just because it was an error, it was because it wasn't even close. I mean, it was going to go over. Wembanyama wasn't catching it.
Like a Russell Westbrook pass out of bounds.
Exactly. It was so bad, dude. I don't know what happened. Matter of fact, I'm surprised I remember it because I was so messed up the night before that I don't even know how we got there. I don't remember the drive. We had to drive from Charlotte, North Carolina to Knoxville. Coaches were so mad at us. And then during the game, every time I sat on the bench, a coach would look down at me and just shake their head. I was like, why is everybody looking at me? There's like 7 other dudes making errors out there. We were horrible. He was so mad. He screamed at us after the game in the locker room. And then the next day we came out and scored about 15 runs and then won the championship. So Amazing team that was in AA. We really were. If I can get a quick call, maybe just a quick one. You're on the Animal. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Jim.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. What's up?
I just wanted to tell you, my daughter called in yesterday and got to talk to you for a second.
Oh, she was
and
awesome.
She thought Andrea. She thought that was the coolest thing ever.
She's adorable, dude. She likes sports?
She does. She listens every time she's in the truck with me. The Sports Animal is on, so she listens all the time. And
that's beautiful.
And she thought that was the coolest thing. She called and told all her friends and her grandparents and everything. She was on the radio. And
well, cool. Well, tell her to call again. I love talking to her, so tell her to call again. Okay.
Yeah, man. She's already thinking of her next question and talking point. So
can't wait, man. Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. That was awesome. Andrea was so good yesterday. I love the youngsters when they call, Samo.
Shaping the minds.
Shaping the minds. All right, big boy, what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to watch the first episode of Hard Knocks tonight. Jim, you going to watch Hard Knocks
No,
tonight?
I'm not a big Hard Knocks guy.
Yeah, it's been really bad the past
You know
few
why?
years.
Because they're not going to say anything.
No, nothing at all.
It's just fake.
It is.
It would be better if they didn't tell what team they were going to be. They had hidden cameras. Then it would be really good. But when everybody knows you're in the room, come on, man. I've been in a situation like that. Some radio TV station did that with us in Baltimore in spring training, and they came down and they were like filming everything. And you don't say anything you would normally say. I caught myself a couple times, right? You're on TV. Even if it's HBO, I don't care. I'm not a big Hard Knocks guy.
Yeah, it's been really bad the past few years, but I'm just sick enough to eat it all up, Jim.
You should watch some of the Final Table tonight.
Oh, that'll be on.
ESPN?
Be on my iPad. You bet.
Yeah, that's going to be good tonight, man. They're down to 7 players, and the blinds are getting big, so it should be interesting. So that young kid, man, from Spokane, Washington, man, he got $200 million. I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out whether I think he's good or not. Everybody's good when you got the massive stack, but I think he's good. I looked at him. He cashed about 5 times this World Series out there. So I think he's good. I know one thing. He's gonna win a lot of money.
He's on a run.
22 years old. Oh, if I got $10 million when I was 22 years old, it might have been the sickest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Right there with you.
All right, brother. Good job. See ya.
We'll see you tomorrow, Jim.
We'll take an OG&E break in today for Air Comfort Solutions. It's hot. And if you need a new AC unit, they're the people. You can buy it or you can get interest free for 72 months. Get a new one. Give them a call, 405-721-3740. Tulsa, it's 918-743-2300. We'll be back with more calls and texts and everything else on the leader in sports, the Animal.
The Sports Animal Text Nation Line, 405-900-WWLS. That's 405-900-9957. Is served up by Johnny's Charcoal Broiler. Hop in the conversation anytime with the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler Sports Animal Text Nation Line.
Sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
August nights are heating up at Fire Lake Casino every Saturday in August. It's your chance to win big with $300 hot seats every 30 minutes from 6 to 9 p.m., plus two $2,000 hot seats at 10 and 11 p.m. And don't forget happy hour at Center Bar, Monday through Friday from noon to 2 and again from 5 to 7 p.m. Experience the new hometown original Fire Lake Casino located at 41170 Hardesty Road in Shawnee. Come play, win, celebrate all summer long at Fire Lake Casino.
Jersey Mike's subs are great to enjoy in all kinds of places.
So you can have a Club Supreme at home?
Of course.
Or a BLT at the beach?
Absolutely.
Or you can have a Chipotle cheesesteak when you're supposed to be taking the bar exam after 3 grueling years of law school, but instead you just want to chill and eat your cheesesteak on a boat.
I think your mother would like it if you took the bar.
Nah, I think I want to be a lawyer for fish now. Fish lawyer.
I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, man.
Freshly sliced and freshly grilled subs for any time, anywhere. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Amco Transmissions of Oklahoma City and Tulsa are hiring experienced automotive technicians. Call any location for additional information.
For total car care, Amco's #1. AA MCO.
AMCO. I'm a diabetic and I had neuropathy in my feet and I had a lot of pain. Felt like my toes was going to break and it just hurt at night. When I want to go to bed, they start hurting. So I called and I came and I got an evaluation first. I've done 24 treatments now. I don't have no pain. I don't have no numbness. I can walk better and stand better and sleep better. They would treat you real good and take care of you. That's my favorite thing, to come in here.
If you're experiencing discomfort, burning sensations, or numbness in your feet, legs, hands, or arms, it could be a sign of neuropathy. Take the first step toward relief. Our treatments are covered by Medicare, Medicaid, VA, and most insurance plans. Feel better in just a few short weeks. Relief is closer than you think. Call 405-674-4949 or visit nerverenewalnow.com.
Listen up, homeowners. Coach Switzer here. When it comes to foundation issues, Powerlift has been the Oklahoma industry leader for over 40 years. No question. Call the company engineers prefer. Call the company you can trust. Powerlift.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance.
Well, guys and gals, those thermometers are going up higher than one of Traber's 27 career home runs, and I know we're all feeling it. Shoot, I sweat more than an offensive lineman at an all-you-can-eat buffet walking from my car this morning. And when it's this hot, you need to find a cool place to stop in and take a load off. Wipe some sweat from your brow, grab a cool drink, all while hanging with a few fellas who have somehow still pristine, sweatless beards. The last time I checked, there's only one place you can do that. Carter Chevrolet in Okarche. The folks out here might even be able to hook you up with a pair of crisp jorts to stay as cool as possible when them temperatures keep climbing. At the very least, they can get you into a new Chevy with some rip-roaring AC cold enough to have you reaching for a puffer coat in the middle of summer. So when you're ready to stop sweltering, stop by Carter Chevrolet in Okarche and see the coolest guys and gals in the car game. Just make sure to close the door behind you. You're letting the air out. Carter Chevrolet, making friends, selling cars in that order.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City, the Sports Animal, a Cumulus station.
This hour is brought to you by Advanced Laser and Cataract Center. If you want to see far and you want to see near, you need to come here.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out. And now, Oklahoma City Sports Radio gets serious with the dominant duo, Jim Traber and Al Ishbak. It's Total Dominance on 98.1 FM, WWLS, the Sports Animal.
And we're back. It's just me. We are 6 days away from Al Ishbak coming back. And I might add, 6 days away from an unbelievable party. I'm in today for Air Comfort Solutions. Tony has joined us. How are you, Tony?
I'm hanging in there, man.
Good. By the way, the lines are open, so it's kind of disgusting. We need to fill them up because I know you're taking calls until Barry Trammell comes on. But I will tell you that this coming Monday, August 10th, we are going to have a big old blowout for Mr. Al Ishbak. It will be 50 years that this man has been doing radio. Now, he's been in the business longer. He's been in the business closer to 60 years. But It'll be 50 years on the radio. And I don't think y'all understand, like, that is tough. I mean, that is really, really tough. I mean, I've been doing it for 34. Tony, you've been doing it for what, 20-something?
25.
25. I mean, it's not an easy business to stay in. I mean, you got to keep doing what you're doing all the time. And Al's been doing it for 50 years. So we're going to have a big party at Othello's in Norman, at Othello's. That's where we're going to be. And starts with my show at 2 o'clock. Al will get there at 4. And then we'll be down there having a good time. And you can come in and see the man and tell him thanks so much for doing radio for as long as he has.
I told Al he needs to get like a drink menu together. Like we need to get with Othello's and do like a limoncello, an Al limoncello, like a club special and a zombie. You know what I mean? Like his favorite
All his favorite drinks?
Like, wouldn't that be cool?
I think it'd be really cool.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna, this is what I'm going to do right here on the air. Get ready.
You totally got to know Jen and Andy know that what his drinks are.
All right, get ready. Here we go. I'm going to text her right now. Let me see here. What am I talking about here? All right, where am I going? Okay, I got to get Jen. Let me get Jen from Othello's. All right, there she is. Okay, hold on. Jen, we're on the air right now, and we think it would be a great idea to get a drink menu for next Monday, Al's favorite drinks, like zombies and club specials. Just, you know what? Just put together a little deal that says these are Al's favorite drinks if you want one. You like it? Yes or no? Go ahead. What are you going to say?
You like some voice text, don't you? You take advantage of that?
Absolutely. And a lot of times it'll be messed up. They had the wrong words on there.
I like it when it automatically turns on by my touch or something happened.
And you're talking.
And it chronicles the whole conversation.
Yeah, I've had my whole show on there one time.
It's crazy.
I looked at everything that I said because it got it. Yeah, because I turned it on by mistake. So, but yeah, anyway, it's that's a really good idea.
Right.
I think Al would think that's cool.
And they may too. I don't know. With it just being like those drinks. I don't know. Obviously, the bar will be open.
You know what I thought of yesterday? You know, I don't dream when I have my CPAP on, right? But I do daydream. And that's why I don't go to sleep. Because I just lay there and think of things, right? It just drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
You know what I thought yesterday? What if Al's plane is delayed and he doesn't get home?
I'm not trying to throw that out in the universe, man.
Wouldn't that be bad?
It would be terrible.
I mean, I hope he's coming back Saturday. You know? Because there's times when he's gotten back on Sunday night and he's on the air the next day.
Well, unfortunately, most of the stories we hear coming out of his vacations are travel stories. They're not really eventful things.
No, you're right.
Outside of maybe a heart attack on the way to the B&B.
Or the time that he woke up and slept walk all through the hotel with no clothes on.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's amazing. And yes, it's absolutely amazing that he's been on the air for 50 years. So come on out and see us at Othello's next Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Honor the man. Honor him. You know what that's from?
No.
He's a soldier of Rome. Honor him.
300.
Who will help me carry him?
Julius Caesar. I don't know.
Man, I can't believe it, man.
I'm sorry?
Gladiator.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
At the end, when he dies, the woman comes down there and says, he's a soldier of Rome. Okay. Honor him.
Right.
And then the other guy goes, who will help me carry him? And then everybody comes and helps him carry him. Great movie. Gladiator is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe I'm watching Japan against California in Little League softball.
It's Little League?
Yeah, just like they now play Little League softball before the Little League baseball. So after this is over, it'll be the baseball, which is the worst time of the year when that crap is on TV.
Did you watch any of that international softball last night?
I did not. Did you?
I watched the last few innings.
I was watching the final table for the World Series of Poker main event. It's going to be on again tonight, too. And then tomorrow night.
You got to keep your chops up.
It was so boring last night, though. Golly, man. Everybody was just folding and folding and folding and folding. But I understand. All right, Tony, when you get that phone down, I got a question for you, okay?
All right.
And this might be a really good question to put up. So, you are what you are now, right? You and your wife, you're getting after it with your 2 little babies. It's like, you know, you're trying to make life work and everything. If you made it to the final table, now these dudes are guaranteed $1 million right now. So ninth place gets $1 million. But the pay jumps are unbelievable. So like from ninth to eighth, $250,000. From eighth to seventh, $250,000. From seventh to sixth, $250,000. Now you're looking at $1.75 million. All right. And then it starts to get even bigger. I think the next one's 2.5 and it goes all the way up until 10 million. Would you at that final table say to yourself, I've made $1 million. I'm going for the 10 million up top and take chances? Or would you just sit there and let people, get knocked out so you can, every time someone gets knocked out, you make another 250,000? Which way would you play?
I mean, don't you think there's a delicate balance between the both?
There wasn't last night.
Okay. They were just
I'm wondering what you would do.
I don't like the idea of just bagging every hand. I don't. I like to play.
Well, that's what happened last night.
Is that really?
And it was boring as can be. Oh, wow. And Julie, I told Julie, and she kind of got upset with me because she said, let me tell you something. Because listen, I'll tell you this. I said this earlier. I'll say it again. If I won $1 million, I probably wouldn't quit radio. Okay. But if I won $7 million, I might shake your hand and tell you I love you and get out of here. Does that make sense?
It does.
So I don't know. It's a really interesting dilemma, but last night, dude, was so boring. I mean, dudes were folding ace jack, and they were, hold on. That's not good. I may go into a sneezing situation here.
Uh-oh.
But people they were folding like pocket eights, and they're in position. In other words, they're in a good position. Pocket fives, ace jack. I mean, they were folding like crazy.
I still like the idea scared money ain't going to make no money.
Well, they already made it. See what I'm saying?
I do, but you got a chance at 10. We're playing a game here. We're in a tournament, I'm playing for the first prize.
I know, dude. I'll tell you. What do you think your wife would say?
My wife would be just not happy I was even there, to be honest with you. You've got a good situation here.
Okay. Well, I will let you know that my wife was like, nope.
Take the mill and run?
No, she was like, you sit there and you sit back and relax and get more money.
Ow.
So I'm just telling you, the only guy that played aggressively was the guy who started with 180 million in chips. He had a big, huge lead on everybody.
Well, often that happens.
22, yeah. The guy's got the big stack, always does that. But there were a couple other dudes that had 80 and 90,000. Million, and they were just like, I don't know. It was really weird.
You'll never climb out of that hole, I feel, unless you get really lucky.
Yeah, I mean,
on a roll with luck.
Well, but listen to this. There's a guy last night, American guy, he's an Asian guy from the United States, and he started with about 25 million, and he ended with about 90. So he just sat there and folded and folded and folded and folded and folded and folded. Then he got a good hand. He went all in.
It's tough because, there's no rules against it.
No. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, to me, and maybe that's why I'm a gambler. You know what I'm saying? My theory, I'm a gambler and Julie isn't. I wonder about you people out there. We got some poker players out there. What would you do? I wonder. All right, we got some calls. Let's do it. One call. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hey, Jim. Hey, I had two things.
Okay.
The first one is kind of like a question.
Okay.
What makes Oklahoma City atmosphere so great? Like at the Thunder?
Well, I just think that the people around here are just down-to-earth, solid people, and they're loyal, and they love their teams. And it's that way with OU and OSU, so I expect it to be that way here. And then the other thing is its place has never, ever had a pro sport. A big league pro sport. And they got it, and they saw that it was really cool when New Orleans came here. And then they got their own team, and they said, I love this stuff. So, yeah, it's just great people around here. It's a great place to live, as you well know.
Right, so you could probably say that they were amateurish.
They were
meaning
what?
That they amateurish. They kind of treat it like a college football or a high school football game. They put that effort into it.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Absolutely, yes.
Right. So saying that, there are some people that kind of dog Oklahoma City for being amateurish, fans yelling from the stands or,
I mean, who cares? I mean, that's stupid if they say that. I know one thing. I've heard many, many people, including announcers, say that when they go to Oklahoma City, it's one of the best places ever to be, as far as loudness and stuff is concerned.
Right. And another thing, too, I had a question. I want you to do a ranking for me.
Okay.
This has to do with Mateer. Last year when things kind of got tough for him,
yep.
I have ranked these. How do you think why that happened? Number one, Mateer was still hurt. Number two, Mateer was afraid of getting hurt, getting re-injured. Mateer was not as good against SEC defenses. Or number four, offensive line. What do you think was the biggest effect on his play later in the year against SEC teams?
I mean, you didn't even put one in there that I think is about as important in any of them, and I think that they shut down the offense. I mean, I think that basically what they said was, we got a great defense, we got a great punter, and we got a great kicker, so let's just go ahead and win like we are. But listen, there's no doubt that he was hurt. I think that he was definitely scared to run the ball a little bit, which I can understand. I mean, I played quarterback and I had to run, and it's not easy when you're getting drilled by people. And if you're hurt, it makes it even worse. I would say, but I don't think the SEC, I think this dude can play in the SEC. I think that this year you're going to see a different quarterback. Now, the number one thing is, are they going to go ahead and let Arbuckle go ahead and call the offense that he wants to, and let Mateer do the things that he's best at? We will see. But like I've said many, many times, if you haven't gone back and watched film of Washington State, their offense at the end of the season last year was not what they were running at Washington State. It just wasn't. And I understand. I think Brent Venables was, he was coaching for his job. If he wanted to put it on his side, I love that. But if they're going to challenge to win a championship, they have to pick their offense up, and the offensive line is going to be a massive part of it. So I would say the offensive line, all of those were important that you brought up. I really believe it. But I think they put a lasso on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think that had a lot of that with offensive coordinator and everything had to do with not a mature, experienced offensive line.
Yeah, well, they're going to be really good this year at the offensive line, so all bets are off. If they can establish the run at all, I think that they're going to be really good. But I will tell you this, I don't think they have to run for 200 yards a game. I just think they need to be effective. Just be effective running the ball. We looked at it yesterday. I mean, the teams that were at the very top running the ball, first of all, they weren't national championship type guys, and it wasn't like the number one team in the country ran for 280 yards like it used to be. If they could run for 150 yards a game, then they would be in great shape, if you ask me. Last year, they ran for an average of 118. You get that to 150, that's going to help everything on the offense, including the passing game.
Right, and I agree with the 150, 100. You don't have to have a lot of rushing yards, but you have to be able to get 4 yards on a third down.
Yeah, four is a lot, but I know what you're saying. You need to be able to get it, and I agree with you. Okay? Thanks, man.
All right, thank
Good
you,
call.
Big
Appreciate it very much. Back to the phones, 405-900-9957. You're on the Sports Animal. Go ahead, please.
Is it me?
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, hi, Jim. I got a question. Played ball a little bit when I was younger in high school and stuff, and we maybe had 2 games a week. In your career, you're playing, 160, 150 games a year or something like that, what the pros are playing
162 is what the at big leagues is, and then the minor leagues is 140.
Okay, my question is, how in the heck do you, that's so many games that get psyched up every game, day in, day out, live the life, in and out of hotels. You're playing, sometimes a double hitter, and you're doing that for months and weeks on end, and it's every year like that. I'm like, I can't fathom how a pro player, can just continually do.
Let me throw it in, and let me throw something else in for you. After the series, you got to get dressed, you got to shower, get dressed, pack your bag, get on a bus, eat at Wendy's or McDonald's, and then drive 8 hours to go somewhere else to play. Get there at 7 in the morning, take a nap, get back to the baseball field to take batting practice, and then play again, dude. I mean, I know. Listen, it is a hard life. That's why the number one reason why less than 1% of the people make it to the big leagues is not talent. It's dealing with the crap that you have to deal with in the minor leagues. Where you live, Bluefield, West Virginia, dude, is one of the worst places I've ever seen in my life. And I think the Orioles purposely have their rookie team there because they want to see if you can deal with it. I mean, it's terrible. Terrible. I mean, there's nothing to do. There is no McDonald's, or at least there wasn't back when I was at Bluefield. They had one little place where you could eat lunch. It was terrible. But can you get through it? Can you succeed? Then you go to places like Elizabethton. I mean, I can tell you some towns that I was in were the most unbelievable places you've ever seen. So, yes, you're right. It is a really mentally hard. Yeah, basketball players are a lot better athletes. Football players are a lot better athletes. Hockey, they're all better athletes. But playing the way we had to play in the minor leagues is one of the greatest mental tests that you will ever go through. And I saw people drop out just because of that. I mean, and then remember this too, my man. You fail all the time. I mean, when in rookie ball, I hit like 350 because it was ridiculous. I was playing against these high school kids. That still means that every 6.5 times out of 10, I failed. If you can't deal with failure, then you better get out of baseball. And
but don't you have that stress on the back of your mind that if I have a couple bad games and I'm playing this often, then I might get bumped back down to the minors?
No doubt, dude.
That is constant.
It's horrible. Every day. Every day it's like that. Yes, every day. And, you know, here's another thing. I can throw something else at you. Every day you get the statistics. They give everybody the statistics. Every team in the organization gets the statistics of all the other teams. Well, what if you're playing first base in AA and you keep looking at a first baseman in A-ball that's just raking? I mean, just tearing it up. You, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, daggone it, man, I better get this going. They're gonna bring him up. It is a tough life, and I'm not trying to complain because I loved every minute of it. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get to the big. You have to be so mentally involved in getting to the big leagues. It's the only way you can get there. It's a terrible life, dude. A terrible life. I remember one time, the longest bus ride I ever went on. We got done at about 10:15. We were in Charlotte, North Carolina, and what did we do? Well, we showered and everything, packed our bags. So probably at around 11 o'clock, we got out of there. We stopped at, I think it was like Subway or something, got food, and then we drove. It was a 12-hour drive. We got there at noon, okay? And the bus to go to the ballpark was at 4:30. And of course, my stupid butt was drinking and playing cards in the back of the daggone bus until about 5 in the morning.
Of course.
So I got like about 3 real hours of sleep. And now you got to roll out and go against other dudes in AA that can really play. I mean, I'm telling you, man, it is a terrible, terrible life. But if you love it, you deal with it.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, my man.
I got to think that's where you earn strong like bull. You know,
absolutely,
you have to be.
You got to
be physically.
Yep,
it's incredible.
I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's not easy. The number one thing that I'm proudest of in my life, besides, I would say the most proud of my life is probably adopting these 3 little girls. That's probably one of the things that maybe makes me the most proud in my life. But one of the proudest things is that I put up with all that. I made it. I was less than 1%. Yeah, I only hit 227 in the big leagues. I understand that. Only played about almost a little under 3 years. But just to get there and be able to walk out there on the field and see what it was all about and see the people in the stands and the lights. And I mean, it was just, I can remember, I will never forget the moment when I walked to the plate for the very first time. It was like a dream.
I mean, to have your name on the back of a pro jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
cool.
Pretty rad, man.
No, you're right, man. It was really cool.
I mean, you probably remember the time sitting in Little League, or maybe not, when the chatter around the dugout was who's going to make it, or that's what I want to do. You know?
Oh, no doubt, man.
Like 95% of them never make it.
All we did, and my friends and me, all we did was talk baseball, dude. Great. Every minute of every day that we were together, man. Loved it. Yep.
Baseball cards tied us together.
Oh, everything. Played little baseball games that we used to play. Everything.
When Nintendo Baseball came out, brother, it was over.
Yeah. Well, we used to have, I told you this story, I think, before, but when we went on the road in the Orioles, if we had an off day, me and my boy Greg Olson, we're the ones that would bring the Nintendo. It wasn't Nintendo. What was it? It was Sega. We'd bring the Sega with us. And we had Tiger Woods' golf. I think it was Tiger Woods. Could it be Tiger Woods? Maybe it wasn't way back then. But anyway, it was golf. And everybody would put in $200 because, we had a lot of money when we were getting money on our road trip.
The stipend, right?
That's right. And everybody would put in $200. And then we would set up I think we'd have 16 players and we would play a tournament. And I'm going to let you know that if you didn't shoot 18 under or better, you were in big trouble.
You're not winning.
My worst score at the time would be about 16 under. You had to tear it up, man. And we played for that money. And it was a lot of players.
That is incredible, man.
Yeah, that's what we did on the off day. It would be this guy's turn, and then they play each other, and then this guy's turn. It was great,
You remember the game NHLPA hockey?
Of course I do.
Oh, man, that's so fun.
The greatest hockey game is the bubble hockey.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that game.
I want one so bad in my house.
And let me tell you something. I am really good at that. If my center iceman gets it, you're done. Done. Because I can take it all the way to the goal, and I can mess with you like fake I'm shooting and stuff, and I will hit it in the corners every time, dude. I love that game. Bubble hockey is the best. Let's take an OG&E break. You may qualify for $3,000 in home energy upgrades. Visit OG.com/efficiency to learn more. I'm in today for Air Comfort Solutions. Great place. If you got an inefficient cooling system, get rid of it because it's hot outside. They'll give you a new one. 0% financing for 72 months. That's a big league deal. 405-721-3740. Tulsa, 918-743-2300 or aircomfortsolutions.com. More calls next. Barry Trammell coming up soon. This is the Sports Animal. Stay with us.
The Sports Animal Studios, powered by the OKC Thunder.
Level up your game this summer at Thunder Youth Basketball Camps, presented by Simple Modern. Kids ages 6 to 16 across Oklahoma can learn new skills, compete, and have fun. Find a camp near you at OKCThunder.com/summercamp.
Sponsored by Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity.
Stop dreaming and start building. Now is the perfect time to apply for a home at Cornerstone Creek. Get an affordable, energy-efficient home that saves you money and provides a brighter future. Apply today at OKCHabitat.com. That's OKCHabitat.com.
Big things are happening at Mathis Home. Get Labor Day deals and save on everything for your home. Don't miss out. These Labor Day deals are happening now at your furniture superstore, Mathis Home.
Hey, it's Spinoza here with Dad-to-be Matt Ravis. And Matt, I'm so happy you've joined me in partnering with Train Your Brain Oklahoma. And I've been really curious to see you and see how it's going with your neurofeedback journey.
Yes, Spinoza, total game changer. I've been really open about ADHD and anxiety issues that I've had. But honestly, since starting my neurofeedback journey, I'm more focused at work and more present at home.
I can't tell you how happy I am to hear that, because for me, neurofeedback helped me sharpen my focus, especially on air. So what would you say is the most noticeable change for you?
Yeah, honestly, it's my mental clarity. My brain is not running in overdrive mode anymore, and I've been sleeping better too, just like you told me.
That's what it's all about. Helping people feel in control again, whether it's focus, sleep, or mood. Train Your Brain Oklahoma helps you and your whole family. If you'd like to unlock your brain's potential like we have,
reach out to Train Your Brain Oklahoma. Call 405-993-3904 or visit trainyourbrainok.com.
Oh, not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with Mr. Rooter Plumbing, your life will be flowing again in no time.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing, a neighborly company.
Hey, if you're heading outdoors this summer and you've got that cracked, ugly, peeling concrete around your pool deck, your back patio, ICS Concrete Coatings comes in to save the summer. Their Pintec technology will help transform your ordinary concrete into an extraordinary space. Check out ICS Concrete Coatings online at icsconcretecoatings.com. Sign up for your free estimate, and if you agree to a project, 500 square foot minimum, you can get the Sports Animal Special. It's $350 off any project. Check them out online at icsconcretecoatings.com.
First American Artistry takes the big screen August 7th and 8th at the Holba Pasachi Native Film Festival, only at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur, Oklahoma. Free and open to the public, the festival will highlight indigenous forces in cinema, empowering and lifting voices in film. Inside the Anole Theater, a collection of documentaries, television, short films, and feature films will captivate audiences with stories told through the lens of First Americans. See special screenings from Sandra L. Denny, Jennifer Podemski, Camille Nighthorse, Blake Pickens, John Gibbs, Mike J. Marin, Eric Hernandez, and Isaac Trimble. And participate in a Q&A panel with headliners Amber Mid-Thunder and Jane Myers. Witness more movie magic with photos on the red carpet, filmmaker interviews, presentations, and discussions centered on First American filmmaking. Get ready for 2
C's. Thank you for your bravery, your service, and for protecting our freedom. We can't thank you enough.
You're right, Sabi. We're showing our support by donating a brand new Kia to a brave Army veteran. We're going to double the military rebate from Kia and make it $1,500.
Corey, nobody loves our troops more than Khalidi Kia.
Sabi,
nobody.
We're making friends for life. We want you to experience real freedom from readers and bifocals. To schedule your free
Wow. I got a question on Instagram. He asked me, "Can you go into detail why you don't like the Little League World Series?" Yeah, I can definitely tell you. It's the number one biggest reason why I don't like it is because they kill these young kids, the pitchers. I mean, remember, you show me pitchers that come up and pitch great in the World Series. How many of them make it to even the minor leagues? They don't, because our bodies are not made by God to throw breaking balls when your body it's not, your growth plates are not fully grown. Okay? And you've got these growth plates in between your bones and stuff and your joints and stuff. And when the youngsters start throwing sliders and breaking all this crap that they're throwing, all they're doing is wearing their arm out. So what it is it's the parents and the coach, who usually is a parent, and all they're doing is wanting to win a championship so that they can be excited about it. Meanwhile, when their child is 16 years old and having to have Tommy John surgery because they've messed them up, there's a couple, but the only one that I know of is Sean Burroughs. He was a big time player and he won the Little League World Series. He was Jeff Burroughs' son. And Sean Burroughs, he made it to the big leagues as a third baseman. He's a pretty good hitter. But when I watched him, and I was with the Diamondbacks, he was with the Padres, he could barely throw the ball across the diamond from third base. And he played for a while and then he was gone because the defense was a liability with his arm. I mean, he'd throw it in the dirt all the time. And that's because his arm was wasted. Now he could hit. I also faced a guy in Japan. His name was Kaku. He was from, the unbelievable place that they're from in Korea or wherever. I can't remember where it is, but where they always win. They won year after year after year in the Little League World Series. But he was pitching, and I faced him, and he was really good, but he threw about 92. And they said that he used to throw about 97 before, he threw really hard.